YouTube, and I need everyone in the chat to let me know how bad the echo is, if it's bad at all, or if you can hear me and Josh just fine. Welcome into the wild card round of the playoffs. Josh, how are you feeling? So we can see, well, wait for some chats to come in and see how bad I sound, if I sound bad at all.
Well, I'm feeling good. I am feeling good heading into today's matchup, obviously. Gotta get off to a faster start, as I already saw Floyd say in chat. Play mistake-free football. But I'm confident heading into today. I did predict a Rams win this week, not a Panthers win, a Rams win. So definitely thinking this should be a good game. It's the playoffs, so I don't expect anything to be easy, but gotta come in ready as we should have kickoff right around the corner here.
Yeah, 100%. If you could hear my voice, lost my voice the other day, just singing a little bit too much. But ESG says it sounds good. Let's hope and pray. Let me double check my audio here. Josh sounds good, and I think I might sound good too.
All right. I'm just sending out the stream, which you should be doing now. As well, you should be sharing the link to people.
Andres says, give me some noise. You know what? My voice is gone, so I won't be able to go too crazy today. But I don't know. The live stream sounds pretty good to me. Andres, let me know. By the way, we'll give a shout out to Manuel once he drops into the chat, because Manuel did basically gift a new microphone to me, which I'm not sure that's 100% the issue with the echoing, but now hopefully I sound a little bit better quality. So we'll see. But very excited about this game. And Josh said his prediction. He does have the Rams winning this game. I actually have the Rams winning this game as well. And I'll be honest, Josh, a little bit confidently. Manuel, he's in the chat perfectly. Manuel, let me know how the new microphone sounds, Manuel. I got the wired headphones in. I think I sound pretty good. You let me know how we sound. Appreciate you again, Manuel. By the way, everyone give a shout out to Manuel W's in the chat for Manuel for gifting me a new microphone. What a beast. Talk about Ramley. That's a true Ramley move right there to support the channel. I'm excited, and I think honestly, I'm at the risk of me looking really stupid and getting clipped or something on social media. I think the Rams will win this football game, and I think the Rams have a chance to win this football game by a lot. Like, I think the Rams
I do too.
Can win this game 35-17. That was my prediction in my last video. Josh, your prediction was a little bit closer, I think, right?
Yeah, because it's the playoffs. I never predict playoff blowouts. I just don't think that's the smart thing to do. As we see Cam Newton here pounding the drum, which we love to see. That was a good hit.
Oh, am I crazy, or is that drum denting a little bit because of his hits? Cam Newton is absolutely crushing the drum. So like, Panthers fans are going to be absolutely excited and ecstatic for this football game. Cam Newton out there hyping up the crowd. Of course, Panther fans are going to be hyped. They're going to be rooting for their team. They believe in their team. I think the Rams have seen this team. Obviously, we've seen this team twice this year. We've seen what they look like against this Panthers, or now it's going to be twice after today. We've seen what the Panthers look like versus the Rams. Again, if you take out how bad the Rams shot themselves in the foot the last time around, the Rams should have won that game pretty easily. And I think the Rams didn't play their best football, and they still could have won that game pretty easily. Of course, give credit to the Panthers for winning that football game. But that's just how I feel. I think the Rams, if they play their best football, got to note that, they play their best football, they should win this game, as it looks like we're going to have the kickoff.
Yes, the Rams looks like they deferred. So they will be kicking off to start off the game with Ethan Evans doing the first kickoff of this one. Looking at the updated injury report, no Terrence Ferguson or Josh Wallace or Darius Williams for today.
Yeah, no, none of those guys. We are missing them. And as the kickoff is caught kind of awkwardly off of an interesting kick. So a nice little return there from Etienne. Yeah. That's Trevor Etienne, Travis Etienne's brother, younger brother from the Jaguars. So nice little return there. The Bryce Young and this offense will have the football at about the 35, 36 yard line already. Yeah. So
going to be some good field position for them going over Bryce's career now, obviously. First pick in 2023. SoCal guy. Went to high school in Orange County. Normally I root for Bryce Young, but today not going to be the case. Panthers starting off 1st and 10 from the 36. Got to stop this running game. Bryce Young wastes a snap. Looks like going to be a run early. Now changes the play. Receiver in motion. Young goes to Dowdle. Going to pick up about 2 here. And as Josh just showed here on our screen, leave your score predictions in chat.
Yeah. Drop down in the chat below right now while we're just starting off with this game. Rico Dowdle, a couple yards on the run. You see Quentin Lake out there, by the way, immediately trying to get his hands on the football. I don't know if you saw that, trying to rip at Rico Dowdle with the football. Quentin Lake's gonna be huge in this football game. But drop your guesses down below, your predictions for what this game, the final score will be. We'll leave the screen up for a second for this next play.
Yes, 2nd and 9. Only 1 yard gain from Dowdle. Young gets a snap, looking to throw here early, and Bryce, good defense there by Kobe Durant on Xavier Legette. That was great defense there. Going to be 3rd down and 9 early. Now, this is key. The Rams in the first game really struggled on 3rd and 4th down. Now, obviously, got to get off the field here.
100% got to get off the field. Got to get to the quarterback. That's what I want to see early and often in this football game. Byron Young, where you at? Jared Verse, where you at? Get to Bryce Young. Make him just look like a young first time in the playoff quarterback in this football game. As we got some chats in the chat right now, some score predictions. We'll go to those after this 3rd and 9 play.
3rd and 9. Only 4 seconds left on the play clock. Bryce Young gets a snap off. We got some rush. Bryce pressured, finds Xavier Legette. Loses his footing a little bit. Can the Rams get him down? They can, and Cam Kitchens gets him down. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah.
Early decision here, actually, for the Panthers. Surprisingly, have a decision here, and it looks like they're going to punish. Chris Shula does not look too happy that they gained 8 yards there. Let's see what they do here.
Yeah, Chris Shula looked a little concerned. I think they might go for this here. Bryce Young is calling a play. So the Panthers early in this game in their own territory, right by the 50-yard line, will go for this. 4th and 1. Hit 4th down in the chat right here. Let's go. It's going to stop.
Bryce Young fakes the handoff. Byron Young in the backfield. Young on young battle. Going incomplete. Quentin Lake there with the breakup. I've been saying for the last few weeks they've been missing Quentin Lake, playing with the brace on that elbow, getting the PBU, stopping the Panthers, and the Rams going to get great field position. The Panthers, by the way, had 2 touchdowns on 4th down, which I think is what they're showing here from the last time these teams met in Carolina a little over a month ago.
Yeah, and I kept saying that, right?
See the Rams get off the field early.
The 4th down conversions, and I'm not to say they were lucky, right? But they were on fire with the 4th down conversions last game, 3rd down as well. This one, 4th and 1. Great defense by none other than Quentin Lake, the captain Q, like Manuel says. Stafford already with the ball. Go ahead, Josh. Take over.
Stafford with the snap, looking, has some time. Going downfield for Puka. Going to be a 1st down inside the 30. Nice to see Stafford to Puka already. I'm looking forward to seeing what Devontae Adams is going to do in the red zone here as well, because it's great to have him back for the playoffs also.
Great first play on 1st down. Stafford wide open. Puka Nacua in the middle of the field. Great job finding the open space. The Rams going to come out on fire here. We don't want to see 7 to start.
Yeah, you do. You do, especially starting off in Panthers territory. 1st and 10 at the 29. 16-yard gain early. Stafford going to hand off to Kyren, who makes some moves up the middle, going to get around 6 yards there. Going to be second. They're going to give him a gain of 5 there. So 2nd down and 5 for the Rams.
Randy earlier says Panthers in 7. I love that joke there. A little nod to baseball terms. They're obviously joking there. TD says 31-13. Life Journey says 35-14. Andres says 42-14. So everyone kind of in that same boat for me, where I feel the Rams should dominate this football game. We'll see what they do here. 2nd down.
2nd and 5. Rams fake the run. Stafford throws on the right to Puka. Gets past Nick Scott for the 1st down. Going to pick up about 5 more after that. Nick Scott and Christian Roseboom, both former Rams on that defense, along with Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think there's a few starters on this defense that were former Rams players. So, look, this defense is pretty solid for the Panthers at times. But again, they're a young team. They just not the best of records. They didn't really play too well throughout their entire season. Not consistent football. The Rams hopefully can take advantage of this early.
Yeah, they should be. They should be able to. And J.C. Horn as well, back for the Panthers defense as well. One of the best corners in the league. 1st down from the 14. Stafford going to the end zone. Puka touchdown Rams. Easy. Right down. I shouldn't really say down the field because they had a shorter field, but touchdown Rams 6-0 early here.
6-0 early. Puka Nacua up the seam, it looked like. I mean, absolutely out the backfield. Just smooth right up the middle of that zone. And just no chance for Scott, the defender. 21, just absolutely wide open. Puka Nacua early in this game. Touchdown Rams. 6-0. Should be 7-0, barring anything crazy on special teams. And by the way, extra points here. Kicks everything. Harrison Mevis, the thicker kicker, has a lot of pressure on him in this playoff run because the Rams got to trust him.
He does. Mevis for the extra point. And that is right down the middle and good. That is something I wrote down in my storylines to watch that we're going to get to here during this commercial break. One of the most special teams. Also, I want to see if the Panthers do what the Cardinals did. Try to go for a fake punt. I mentioned it right when the Cardinals did it last stream that in the playoffs, the Panthers, you're playing with house money. No one expects you to win. You got to try something. They already tried a fourth down. I'm sure I would not be surprised at some point if the Panthers do go for a fake punt here.
Yeah, at some point, I mean, they're going to be very, very aggressive in this football game. Obviously, early in their own territory, win for it on 4th and 1. And by the way, if I'm a Panthers fan, I think I'm okay with that. I think you live with the aggression there. 4th and 1, this team, you're not going to beat the Rams by playing scared, And I think that's definitely what the attitude the Panthers should have in this football game. They are 10-point underdogs in this game for a reason. It's not just because their team isn't great or anything like that. It's just that the Rams are that good of a team, and if you want to stay and keep up with their offense, you got to be aggressive. So I don't fault the coach at all, Brian Canales, for going for it there on 4th and 1, but the Rams take advantage of the short field. So obviously, incredible start, like Floyd says. TD Nacua, I mean, just a fast start for this Rams team. Got to keep it up. Keep your foot on the gas. Yes. 45-0, whatever. I don't care. Dominate this football game through and through.
Yeah, if you want to talk about dominating a football game, we saw a good example of that last night in the Indiana Oregon game. So yeah, if you want a recipe on how to dominate, just watch Indiana. By the way, one little note on Indiana. I think Coach Cignetti might be my favorite coach in all of sports right now. I love that guy.
Yeah, there's by the way, can we talk about for a second, just pause and say how fantastic the college playoffs has been. And I think one huge piece that people who were against this, because I know some people weren't really like excited for this to grow the playoffs for the college football. I just think it makes so much sense. There's more games involved, right? And so now all of a sudden, like I catch wind of it sooner. Like usually I'm not a big college football guy, so usually I'm like, oh, it's already the Natty, and I missed like the first playoff game because I was busy not paying attention to the schedule as a very casual college football fan. But now so many games, I was able to catch a couple of them. Actually look forward to some of them because of how incredible and how many games there were. As TBD's in the chat. TBD, he says good afternoon. Is it a good afternoon, TBD? How are you feeling after your Baltimore Ravens?
How are you feeling after that Ravens game, buddy?
Can
talk about it.
Can I say, by the way, TBD, a lot of people I know that don't even watch football, like many people I know don't even watch the game at all, were hitting me up saying, did you watch that game, that Ravens-Steelers game? So many people caught that game. So many people caught at least the highlights of that. How do you feel, TBD, about your Baltimore Ravens being out of the playoffs? And then who do you have in this football game? Like TD says.
I think I know who he has.
Who do you have in this game? Did you trade on Kelce? Let us know also down below in the comments.
Yes, and if you use the code DigestNFL, and if it was your first trade, you get $20 when you trade at your first 100. Drip Show Shop, welcome back in chat. There's Leggett on the return. Great tackle made. That was Jarquez Hunter actually making that tackle. That's nice to see Jarquez Hunter getting some of the special teams snaps here as we have some more chats from Baked Panda, Hawks fan, but we'll see all Rams soon. The Rams are the only team that scares me while we're home. Only ignorant Hawks fans think it will be different. Think it'll be easy? Yeah, it won't be easy. I don't think that game will be easy whatsoever going to Seattle. TBD with a $2 donation. Thank you.
Thank you, TBD.
My stomach just awful.
Yeah.
Oh, he thinks the Rams are going to win.
There we go,
wow.
TBD. I love the support there in this playoff matchup. Sorry to see your Baltimore Ravens out of it. Was kind of rooting for Baltimore, I said pregame, so tough to see you guys lose.
1st and 10 finds Jalen Coker. For those who don't remember, Jalen Coker absolutely terrorized Emmanuel Forbes in the first game there. 2nd and 3. Yeah, TBD. Yeah, that was an unfortunate way to lose. I mean, I thought when Chris Boswell missed Drip Show Shop, do you guys have social media to follow? Not yet. We hope to.
Yeah.
We hope to keep going. Obviously, we're going to keep you all updated if that does end up happening. 2nd and 3 from the Rams 27. Chuba Hubbard enters the game running back. He's going to get the snap. and Hubbard's going to dive forward for a first down. Chuba Hubbard, someone who I spent quite a high fantasy pick on, so a little disappointed that he didn't have as great of a regular season as I thought he would. But Floyd saying, glad to see Hunter is active. I agree. Baked Panda, y'all think Niners will win in Philly? We'll answer that during the next commercial break because I do have my playoff bracket to show you. So during the next commercial break, we can talk a little bit about that.
My brother just can confirm lost $20 from the promo code. It was lost by me immediately, or he got his $20, lost it immediately on Kalshi, unfortunately.
1st and 10 from the 32. Pass to Hubbard down the right side. Great tackle by Nate Landman. Nice to see that. Landman has had some tackling issues in the last few games, so nice to see that he was able to get Chuba Hubbard down quickly. 2nd and 4. Deshaun Johnson as well in the game after his stellar performance last week with 2 sacks.
Panthers starting to move the football here and moving it quickly. 2nd and 4 already ready for the snap. Bryce Young.
They are. 2nd and 4. Young, some pressure. And he is going to not go down. Yeah, but Braden Fisk with the... Yeah, that was Braden Fisk with the sack. There was a flag. I wouldn't be surprised if this is offensive holding and the sack's going to end up standing.
There is an offensive lineman, Iquanwu, down for the Carolina Panthers as well. Looks like he's dealing with an injury. Don't want to see that. He's grabbing at his knee.
Yeah, it is a holding penalty like we expected on Iquanwu.
And his knee, by the way, also already has a brace on it. So you can see he just steps back and actually looks like his knee gave out. As someone who dealt with some knee injuries in the past, torn ACL and all, it looks like his knee kind of on the step. Oh, yeah, he just gives out. And that's the holding call there because he tried to pull the defender down after his knee was just in pain. Gave out from under him. So we're hoping nothing but the best here for him. Wishing him nothing but the best. But that does not look good as he, again, just collapsed. So Iquanwu down. Offensive lineman, left tackle down for the Carolina Panthers. Not good to see that.
No, Iquanwu, one of their best offensive linemen, a top pick in the draft for them a few years ago. Baked Panda saying, you guys do a really good job. Thank you, Baked Panda. We really appreciate that. TBD, Rams front 4 needs pressure. I agree. Drip Show Shop. I'm so happy you guys popped up on my YouTube. Yeah, well, we're happy you found us. Thank you, thank you. Carlos saying, different Carlos. The only good CFB games were Ole Miss, Georgia, and Miami, Ole Miss. The rest were buns. I mean, yeah, that Miami Ole Miss game, I only was able to see the very, very end of that one. But yeah, Shameless, by the way, it's a shame he didn't get another year because he was awesome. Shouldn't the Rams be declining that penalty?
The sack was like a 2-yard loss. A penalty probably a little more than that. So we'll see what they call right now. Maybe they decline it. We'll see. But I do want to say we have the commercial break. We'll take advantage of it for a second. Here's my playoff bracket up on the board right now. So if you guys want to give your playoff predictions, this is what I'm looking at for my playoff board. And it is a little bit controversial, if you will, I'm sure, especially in the AFC side. I have the Steelers beating the Texans, and it's weather. Weather is the biggest thing for me. Houston's a dome team. I don't like the consistency from Stroud in the last couple of seasons. Now, he played better to end this season, but I just don't think Houston will win this game. It sounds crazy, I know, but I got Pittsburgh in that game. Jacksonville and Buffalo. Josh Allen has the easiest route to his Super Bowl as possible with no Mahomes in the way, no Lamar Jackson in the way. I'm not saying he's going to do it. This is the worst supporting cast he's had, but I'm kind of betting on the quarterback there in that situation. I got Josh Allen and the Bills taking that win. And then the Chargers versus the Patriots. I'm a Patriots hater this year. I got a couple Patriots Patriots fan coworkers who are talking some smack on the Rams. So obviously MVP conversation. I would love to see Drake May lose in round 1 immediately. So that way you can end the debate and just give the MVP to Matthew Stafford. Not that that matters. The playoff matters, but it would be nice to say, well, look, see, the Patriots couldn't even make it out of the first round. That's why Stafford deserves it. On our side too, NFC, I got the Rams winning this one. I got the Eagles winning, unfortunately. Weather as well in that game playing a factor, and the Bears taking their home game. And we'll talk about Josh's next time around. But this is my playoff bracket. We'll talk more details about that in a bit. Maybe at halftime we can go into detail about everything as well.
Yeah, Tommy, do you have a link to the playoff board? We both did ours through the ESPN Pigskin Challenge. I don't actually know if it's still open because the first game has already started, but it is 3rd and 9. Bryce Young going deep for Ted McMillan. Completely overthrows him. Going to be incomplete down the sideline there. Had to go for it. I respect it there.
Emmanuel Forbes, by the way, in coverage, and not to say that it was crazy good coverage. Actually, looked like McMillan had the step on him, just a little bit of an overthrow from Bryce Young, and Emmanuel Forbes though still making it known to Ted McMillan that, hey, I got you in coverage on that one, kind of joking with him back and forth, talking some smack, it looked like. So the Rams get another stop here. 4th and 9. The punting unit is out there. Keep your eye out for a fake punt, like Josh said.
Yes.
At some point in this football game. Maybe not here, though.
No, I don't think it's going to be here. See how the punt looks. It's almost oh, Braden Fisk just got hit. Hopefully he's okay. Xavier Smith. Oh, that was not good. Goes backwards, stopped at the 6-yard line. Going to be a long drive here for the Rams. I think at that point, you just got to fair catch it when you're already back that far.
Yeah, he tries to make a move there, just doesn't make it happen. Great coverage on the punt return from 27. Smith tried to make a move. He actually probably could have had the move. He just lost his footing, it looks like. So,
yeah,
unfortunate there. But yeah, like Josh said, for our playoff bracket, Josh and I both use ESPN's. It might be closed, but I'm going to try to pull up the other one that I've used, which it actually is, I think, the Pro Football Network one.
I don't know. I just saw ESPN Fantasy gave me something that said there was a Pickson challenge, and I was like, yeah, sure. We'll do it. Actually, they're going to start at the 7-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Rams could use another linebacker. Yeah, I can see that. Kyren takes the ball, running left. He's going to get about 3 there as he's basically the whole defense comes to bring him down there for the Panthers. Good team defense there. And obviously on the defense too, got to look at Derek Brown as Ike Ekwonu going on the cart, doing a thumbs up emoji, getting the crowd hyped, which that normally means is not necessarily a great sign that he's already on the cart. Hopefully he's okay. Floyd saying perfect opportunity for a time-consuming drive and score. Oh, totally. 100%.
And that's key there, actually, Floyd. Great that you point that out. Time-consuming is key. The Rams don't always do a great job of that. They score kind of fast at times. Maybe taking some time off the clock would be nice here.
2nd and 6. Stafford to throw to Nacua. Again, makes a nice move. 1st down, Rams. Nice juke move there by Puka to pick up some extra yardage there.
Puka Nacua, 1st down, just kind of catches the ball, immediately knows where the defender's at. One little jump, just a back jump, almost like 1 step back. Defender flies right by Puka. Puka able to get that 1st down. Huge play there. You want to see Devontae Adams, by the way, in this football game get some action. He has not yet had a target yet, it looks like, so far in this game. Obviously, the Rams had the ball for a very short period of time. We'll see if Devontae Adams gets involved here. I just dropped a link as well to the Pro Football Network, a challenge where you can kind of do your playoff predictions if anyone wants to do that in the comments.
1st and 10 from the 23. Gonna run it with Corum's first carry of the game, and Corum keeps the pile moving for a little bit there. Picks up about 5 right there. Nice to see that. Yeah, if anyone wants to fill out your brackets, you can with the link Josh just put in the chat. It will be under Rams Digest. That's what the chat name will be for those of you looking as we're seeing Puka highlights. Obviously, that one-handed catch in week 18 was awesome.
I mean, all year long, Puka has been having incredible catches, one-handed catches, just incredible year all around. By the way, he should be in the conversation. Not to say he has to win, but in the conversation for Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, yeah. 2nd and 4. Corum running to the right there. Not going to get much.
Yeah, Rams going to have a 3rd down scenario coming up pretty shortly here. But, yeah, Puka Nacua has been all over the field so far in this football game. The playoffs, this is where you want your stars to arrive. And, of course, we haven't seen Devontae take advantage yet, but highly expect him to be involved very, very soon, especially down in the red zone here. But it'd be nice, too, to not have to make him work too hard in this football game. If you come out with a win either way, then it'll be a W for you to kind of let Devontae ease back into action.
I agree with that. 3rd and 1. Only 3 seconds left on the play clock. Stafford, they get the ball off to Corum. Oh, he got stuffed.
Yeah. I think Stafford didn't like what he saw from the D-line in Carolina. By the way, like I said, his defense can fly around at times. They have some talent on the defensive end. So you see, I think Stafford might have saw something he didn't like, changed the play to a run, it looked like, and that run just didn't come to fruition. So the Rams, 4th and 2, will punt this football away. You know, again, try to take some time off the clock. Give them credit for that. But tough to see them punting the ball already. I wanted to see another touchdown there to make me feel comfortable with my prediction and everything.
Yeah, as I said, it's the playoffs. I never predict playoff blowouts unless if it's for those of you who don't remember, Skylar Thompson-led Dolphins team almost beat the Bills in a playoff game. So again, you never know, and they're gonna let this one bounce, and it's gonna be out right at around the 19-yard line there. Bryce Young and the Panthers going to come back out as showing a replay of this run, and kind of just no chance there. And then they said, and someone in chat, ESG, K-Dot's side is where they ran to. Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, obviously, he's still out. Justin Dedich still taking his place. Manuel saying, nice punt. Yeah, was a pretty solid punt there. But yeah, so far, Rams playing decently well. Tommy's saying this is why I'll be nervous all game. It's the playoffs, man. I keep saying it's the playoffs.
It is.
You never fully know. Obviously, I'd love to win 35-17, 42-14. I'd love that, but just the likelihood of that in the playoffs is it's very tough to do.
All right, well, while we're in this commercial break here, we'll take a look at Josh's first round, wild card round predictions, and obviously we'll go into detail at halftime probably about the full bracket, but can you explain yourself for AFC, NFC here, sir?
Yes, so for AFC, got the Texans over the Steelers. This might be a hot take, but I think DeMeco Ryans is currently a better coach than Mike Tomlin. Not all time,
sure,
but I do think currently he is, and I just trust the Texans defense, man.
Yeah.
That defense is legit. I have the Jaguars over the Bills. Yes, I know. I have the Jaguars over the Bills.
They're playing well. They're playing really well.
I believe in Jacksonville, man. I think the vibes are great. Liam Cohen, I think, is a better head coach than Sean McDermott as well. I think the Jaguars have the far better defense as well. Josh Allen, turnover prone. I can see multiple turnovers. In this game,
the run defense.
Bills, they may be coming in a little bit relaxed.
Yeah.
No Mahomes, no Lamar.
The run defense for Jacksonville, I wanted to add to that. Just the run defense for Jacksonville is what will kind of maybe hurt Buffalo so much, right? Because James Cook has been such a huge piece of that offense.
Yes, and I do have the Patriots over the Chargers. I just think the Chargers O-line it's too much to overcome.
You're right.
In a playoff game. I have the Rams over the Panthers here. I have the Niners over the Eagles. Because I do not trust the Kevin Patullo-led offense to do anything in a playoff game.
Interesting.
I just don't. I don't think the Eagles all of a sudden have an offensive switch that's just going to get flipped. I just don't think they have it this year. I think Kevin Patullo is just not. It's just not what you want there. We're going to go more in depth here, and I do have the Bears beating the Pack. I think Bears-Packers might be the best game of the weekend.
Yeah, I mean
that. I think it's going to be the closest game of the weekend. I do have the Bears. I know the Packers are slightly favored on Cowshy, but I do think the Bears hold on. I think Ben Johnson as well, already a better coach than Matt LaFleur, which I do think matters. And I just think this Bears offense has more to offer. And that's a sack. First play of the new drive. Puka forward gets back there. Great play by the Rams.
Absolutely. I mean, almost unblocked from Puka Ford here. And this is why we talked about this in the preseason when the Rams finally signed a big body in Puka Ford. I said, pay attention to Puka Ford. He hasn't really shown it that much this year, but he can actually rush the passer at times in that situation. I mean, you don't block him. Of course he can rush the passer. And so clean, nobody touching Puka Ford. He gets the sack on Bryce Young already.
Yeah, that was a great play. 9-yard loss, 2nd and 19 here. Bryce Young, that might be a safety, almost was. Pass complete to the tight end. Landman getting him down as Emmanuel Forbes helps out with the secondary hit. Bryce Young was inches away from a safety there.
Yeah, that was great. He's just backpedaling essentially into the end zone. Hit as he throws the football. Actually got a nice amount of yardage, 11 yards on that gain there. So it definitely helps him in better position here, 3rd and 8 rather than 3rd and longer than that. But absolutely incredible rush there from the Rams. The Rams, again, got to keep the pressure on Bryce Young. He's going to be affected by it. He's too young in his career to not be affected by that.
3rd and 8. I agree. Bryce Young waits a snap. Gets it. Complete to Coker, first down. That's what can't happen for the Rams.
Yeah.
What can't happen. You can't let those 3rd and 8s. Jalen Coker's the guy that, he had almost 100 yards. He had a touchdown. He was someone who the Rams really struggled with covering and kind of just got right past Quentin Lake. Just didn't even try almost.
3rd and 8, Quentin Lake's first game back. It's going to be tough for him man coverage-wise. I mean, don't forget, Quentin Lake's a safety, and yes, he plays slot coverage a lot of the time, but it's just not the easiest position to be playing out there as a safety, one-on-one coverage with one of their best receivers.
No. Yeah, I do agree. 1st and 10. It was a huge play there for the Panthers. Gonna fake the run. Bryce Young rolling out to his right, looking to throw. Now he's
Oh,
looking to do it. Byron Young hits him there. I believe Bryce Young just got the ball out to avoid a sack.
by the way, you see Terrence Ferguson on the sideline actually not suited up in this football game. He will not be playing, so he's out there in street clothes on the side, looking like he's just rooting his team on from the sidelines. But you see Carlos saying last time the Bills won a road playoff game, the Jaguars didn't exist. Last time the Jaguars won a playoff game, I mean, when was that? I mean, honestly, I mean that's why I don't.
7-0 comeback against the Chargers.
That's true, but I don't really trust the Jaguars. That's just where I'm at in that situation.
2nd and 10, they're gonna run it. It's not Dowdle or Hubbard. That's the third string back. No, that is Etienne. That is Trevor Etienne.
Yes,
TBD saying 3rd and long, first down. Rams D looks awful.
On that play,
was the first awful play.
Yeah, on that play. Oh.
Witherspoon's down.
Yeah,
hang on.
Akila Witherspoon dealing with a little bit of an injury there, not looking great. The team is out checking in on him. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Probably going to see a commercial break timeout here. TBD says, why don't the Rams blitz a bit more? I think I talked to you about this in the past, but they don't really have the coverage at cornerback in my mind to just have one-on-one coverage on the outside and trust that consistently. Now, at times, I think they should do it, but also their pass rush is just so good. You don't even need to blitz necessarily, right? Your pass rush with Byron Young and Jared Verse, Braden Fisk at times. You saw Puka Nacua get a sack. I think Kobe Turner in the middle, don't forget. That's kind of why I think they don't blitz as much. They don't necessarily need to get pressure, but maybe at times would be nice to throw some blitzes in there, which they do occasionally.
And people forget Jacksonville with Blake Bortles made it to the AFC Championship game less than 10 years ago as well.
That's true.
They were actually beating the Patriots in that game for most of it as well.
I think Liam Cohen, by the way, former Ram, obviously has done a great job in Jacksonville coaching-wise, but I just think if I'm Josh Allen, and that's what I always bet on, right, the quarterback sometimes. And I think if I'm Josh Allen, I'm sitting there looking like I just got to beat Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars, who, by the way, again, playing extremely well. I think.
By the way, Trevor Lawrence, the last 8 games, 19 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, he's playing well as well, but I just feel like Josh Allen could maybe go Superman mode because we've seen him do it multiple times. I'm not saying I'm confident in that pick, by the way. Super risky pick, but just like the Chargers pick. I had the Chargers beating the Patriots. Not confident in that pick at all. Kind of just hoping and rooting for that, if anything. The MVP kind of bias there, not trying to root for Drake May necessarily as a Matthew Stafford fan, thinking he deserves the MVP. Want to see Drake May go out in the first round.
Well, MVP doesn't have any playoff implications, even though I think it should. It doesn't.
100% doesn't. I would love to see him lose so I can say, look, see, that's why I think Stafford should win MVP. Not saying that he will, or not saying that means anything, and just saying, trying to make it happen where I can say, hey, if Matthew Stafford does win MVP and Drake May's bounce out of the first round, we can say, okay, maybe we can live with that a little bit more, and less arguments from any Patriots fans out there when Matthew Stafford is crowned, because I think Matthew Stafford will be crowned MVP. I don't know if you disagree with that,
I do too.
but I think he will. I even put a little bit on that, traded a bit on that on Kalshi, by the way. Use code Digest NFL on Kalshi. Actually, I did pull that up for you guys. Digest NFL. When you download Kalshi, you guys get $20 if you trade 100. I traded a couple of dollars for Matthew Stafford MVP a while ago, and I can actually cash out now.
Darius D Media, let's go Panthers. Hashtag keep pounding. I'm 90% sure this is one of our bosses, Darius.
99%. He's even got the editor kind of mod thing next to his name. So yeah, Darius. Panthers will not win this football game, I don't think, but we'll see. Right now, Bryce Young, third and six.
3rd and 6 from the 35. Bryce Young takes a snap, pressure, throws, completes the tight end, going to be close. Ooh, that's going to be a really close spot there. Let's see if they give him the first down.
I think they do give him the first down there. Unfortunate the Rams don't get a stop again on 3rd down. I think he pretty clearly got that first down there. And, the Rams, 3rd down, 4th down. You got to get this Panthers offense off the field in those 3rd and medium scenarios. And
it is Darius. He has confirmed that it is him. Well, first off, thank you for tuning in. Unfortunately, the Panthers will not win. Hopefully you used code Digest NFL. And you traded on Kalshi for this game. Bryce Young with a quick throw to Tet McMillan, who's got some space over the middle. And that's a quick first down for the Panthers in Rams territory for the first time today.
And this
Angel in Spain.
Yeah.
Let's concentrate on the game. We're not playing well on the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they are Not so
This
far.
is looking at the Rams of the last few weeks, right? Just not really necessarily playing super perfect football on defense. It's hard to say they've been absolutely awful on defense, but consistently not getting enough stops here. Not looking great here. First and 10, 144 to go. Panthers football, ball at the 44-yard line in Rams territory.
First and 10. The Panthers have actually taken up over 4 minutes of game clock here. Only 4 seconds left on the play clock. Young gets a snap off. Looking to throw again. Pressure.
Oh, intercepted.
Oh, and that's intercepted by Kobe Durant. That's exactly what the Rams did. I think that Witherspoon, I think, tipped it.
Yes.
Or not, what Forbes tipped it, I think, actually. And then Durant got that one.
Intercepted. There's a flag on the play.
Hang on.
Flag on the play. Let's give it a second. Bryce Young already ran to the sideline, though. He looks frustrated. We'll see what this flag is, but this is the Bryce Young that you kind of want to see. Young quarterback making the mistake. The receiver's open. The receiver's open. He just overthrows. Overthrows Coker a little bit and thinks he's not going to sit in the zone the way Coker did. Coker does the right decision, sits right in the middle of that zone. Oh my gosh, Bryce Young, an awful throw. And Quentin Lake.
That was Quentin Lake who had actually tipped off. I thought it was Emmanuel Forbes, but it was Quentin Lake. Quentin Lake, honestly, both guys should have been that. Quentin Lake should have intercepted this first, actually.
But the way he missed that interception was perfect, because if he tipped it any other way, Kobe Durant does not come up with the football. And by the way, the flag is after the fact. It looks like one of the Panthers offensive tight ends was just kind of grabbing at a face mask from a Rams defender and just kind of pushing and fighting on the sideline after that interception. So the Rams get the football, ball at the 48-yard line in Panthers territory.
Kyren with a nice hole up the middle, going to pick up nearly all the first down yardage. Going to get 8 there. And he's saying, make it hurt.
Yeah.
That was exactly what they needed there.
Exactly what they needed. You started to feel nervous about the defense all of a sudden. Not looking great. And then Bryce Young makes his first mistake, really, of this football game. And just a horrible throw, in all honesty. Just a really bad throw. And that's what I was saying, right? Last time the Rams played, I didn't really see him dominating. 15 for 20 is nice, but he wasn't dominating. Just great plays on fourth down a couple of times. Give him credit for that. But he wasn't scaring me with how he was dicing up the defense necessarily last time.
No. Stafford, 2nd and 2. Lost up to Parkinson with a nice one-handed catch. Has some room down the right side. That was a nice catch.
Parkinson, one-handed catch. Incredible play from him on the nice screen play. And he's able to make a huge gain out of it. So the Rams looking good again on offense. A nice little tight end screen. Don't love these all the time, but great timing to call that play. Incredible catch from Parkinson, and he just goes down with some offensive linemen blocking ahead of him. Great play there.
Yeah, it was a good play. Get the first down. TD one-handed. Yeah,
3 fingers almost. Odell Beckham style.
First down. Probably going to end the quarter before running a play, and they will end the quarter from the 30.5-yard line. Rams up 7-0 early. Looking good, especially the offense, in my opinion, has looked pretty good. The defense has not been awful. There's been some bad plays, but at the same time, there's been some great plays. Like, they have been getting some good pressure. You forced a turnover, although Bryce Young completely missed through that ball. He still came up with the interception. Overall, I'm as a Rams fan right now, I'm feeling good.
Yeah. No,
obviously, you want the score to be more than 7-0, but at the same time, you definitely have looked like the far better team this time.
Yeah, you look good right now so far. Obviously, last drive, having to punt the ball wasn't perfect. But again, I think right now the Rams are in a pretty good spot. Defense got a little bit looking like the defense of the last couple weeks, obviously, in that last drive. But coming up with an interception was clutch. And even ESG says, that's awful defense. Yeah, obviously, the defense able to come up with a nice interception, makes kind of their earlier mistakes kind of easy to forget. Manuel says run, Forrest, run. Not sure if he's talking about the interception or the Parkinson screen. Either way, works both ways. Manuel also says the Rams offense looks better when they pass first then run the ball. And I agree with that 100%. That's what's so interesting about this Rams team, is that their passing offense is so good. And when you get the defense on their heels a bit, that's when you got to attack and run the football. King says Panthers are pathetic. I don't want to talk too much smack about the Panthers just yet, especially. The Rams only up 7-0. Right now, they're not looking too hot right now from that Panthers on either side of the ball. So we'll see if the Rams can take advantage. You got to score. You got to score 7 here. And Becca says, what up, Ramley? JG out here sounding like a pro. Becca, shout out to Manuel. Right above you, by the way. Comment right above you. He gifted me a microphone. Got it Ubered over to my place. Set it up quickly. Shout out to Manuel. He hooked it up. I obviously really appreciate a gift from one of you guys can't even thank him enough. I'm gonna keep thanking him every chance I get for hooking up with a microphone. And I want you guys to thank yourselves and maybe trade on Kalshi.
Yes.
Download the Kalshi app. The link should actually be in the description of this live stream. So if you guys want to download Kalshi, trade on Kalshi, use code DIGESTNFL, and you guys will get $20 when you trade your first 100. Kalshi, by the way, what is it? Number one prediction market out there in the United States?
Yes.
And I think if you're in California, no, I don't think, I know, California or anywhere else in all 50 states, you can trade on Kalshi. Manuel says, no problem. We are Ramley. I agree with you there. We're Ramley. And I think that gift from you, Manuel, really appreciate you because it does make you feel like I'm part of the Ramley when you do something like that.
We have a donation from a Jacob Giron for $1.99. Is Bryce Young a franchise guy? We'll get to that after this play. First down, Kyren picks up about 7 yards there. He's still going, actually. Let's see where they spot him.
Yeah, going to be second down and very short. 2nd and 4 here for Kyren, at least on this play. But yeah, Bryce Young, franchise quarterback. He's so young. He's so young. I think it's hard for me, no pun intended. It's hard for me to really say he's not or is. I think we're so impatient with quarterbacks nowadays. Look at Trevor Lawrence. All of a sudden, right? Took him how many years to really show, like, prove this year?
The second year he was top 7 in MVP voting, and then the first half of his third year was really good, and then it went downhill, and then this year it's come back. 2nd and 4, gonna run it again. Kyren cuts to the right, not gonna get it. Gonna be at 3rd down and short. In my opinion, I do think you give him next year. The big thing that everyone keeps talking about, his 5th-year option, they have until June to pick it up, and it's $25 million.
That's a lot of money.
Because it was a number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
So, and by the way, $25 million for a quarterback is actually not that bad in today's NFL. That's why they don't want. This would be the Daniel Jones trap, kind of. If you win this game, you feel like you kind of have to pay him a little bit. So it's tough here. I would say you give him next year and then decide. 3rd and 2, Rams looking to pass. 3rd and Puka. Easy first down there. Actually, a Roseboom pushes him forward to, I think, make it 1st and goal.
Yeah, it should be about the 10-yard line. Going to be 1st and goal there from the 10. So not great, I guess, if you're talking about not getting another first down there. But the Rams are going to be in 1st and goal range here. Got to get 7. Got to get 7 here. That's what you want to see.
Yes.
3rd and Puka, like you said, though. Rams still feeding Puka early in this football game.
Want to see Devontae here now that we're in the red zone. I would like to see a Devontae route here. 1st and goal from the 10. Stafford gets a snap. Going to hand it off to Kyren running up the right side. Kyren's going to get pretty much 5 there.
It's good. You like that. You like that.
2nd and goal from the 5.
Floyd says, got to score. Got to score 7. I don't want to see 3. You want to score 7 here. Manuel says, this is where you miss K-Dot in the running game. Yeah, for sure. Kevin Dotson not being there does hurt a bit. For sure, but the Rams looking okay in the run game. I think someone said it earlier, you pass first and then open up the run game for yourself. It seems to be what works best for this Rams team right now. Rams need to run much more.
Now it's time for Devontae.
Yeah.
Yes. Darius saying they picked it up this afternoon. Yes, the playoffs. 2nd and goal. Quick pass to Puka on the screen. Puka makes some moves, and he ends up getting in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Rams. Great footwork there by Puka Nacua.
Yep. Touchdown Rams. Puka Nacua. So easy. I mean, screen pass. He gets kind of hit behind the line, able to stay up and just kind of goes into the open space. Puka Nacua, just give him the ball and get out the way. And the offensive line coming out. Shout out to Alaric Jackson just punching Roseboom in the face there. Just kind of getting him out the way for Puka to have a clear lane into the end zone. Bumps into his teammate behind the line of scrimmage. Stays on his feet. Flexes with Devontae Adams. Shout out to Puka Nacua. Another touchdown. 2 touchdowns so far in this playoff game, showing why he should be considered.
By the way, Harrison Mevis almost misses the extra point, but
it was close.
Goes through. It was close. By the way, on Kalshi during my ad read, I predicted Puka Nacua and Rico Dowdle touchdowns anytime. So far, got Puka. So we'll see if Rico Dowdle gets in. Darius said in chat they're expected to pick up the 5th-year option. He said that, or are expected to.
I think
maybe they do have until June. So they do have some time to make that decision. I do think a lot of that depends on how he plays in
I think
in this game.
like you said, Josh, I think that he's so young at this point in his career. I think you give him one more shot. I think you give him that 5th year option. You pick it up. It's 25 million. Yes, it sounds like a lot, but it's also not that much for a quarterback nowadays. See what he can do, and that on that contract. If you want to extend him, I think maybe extending him now wouldn't be a bad idea either, though, because maybe you extend him for a cheaper contract. Maybe you extend that 25 mil out for 2-3 years, so that way he's happy, gets a little bit of change in his pocket. Not that he hasn't been paid as a first overall pick, but gets a little bit of a nice payday from his team, and then see if he can get a couple more years out of him. I think he's again still a young quarterback. He's small, obviously that's an issue. A whole lot of things you could ask about Bryce Young, but overall, I think he's had enough flashes to where I would consider keeping him. I think if you're a Panthers fan, though, you're probably looking at Houston and what CJ Stroud has done so far in his career, and you're like, man, that would have been nice to have here as well. So, it's really up to Brian Canales as well, to the head coach. I think. If I'm the GM, I say, what do you think? Do you think this is the guy? Do you think you can still win with him?
Well, the report is, I did do a fact check. Darius is correct. The report is that they are expected to pick up the option, and we have some more chats. Best QB and best WR from Z Main. I'd probably agree for this season. Manuel saying, I noticed that when Puka scores in a physical way, it pumps up the defense.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb saying, how is that rule the rushing TD? It got his receptions over 9. What?
He did kind of catch it behind the line of scrimmage. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a backwards pass. We can go back and look at that replay to see if it technically speaking was, but he caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage. It was like a screen pass type of play. So I will say that's probably going to be a rushing touchdown. Unfortunately, Caleb, sorry for you. I know you want him over 9. By the way, he already has like 4 or 5 receptions. So, I think
yeah. So I think you're probably, as long as unless it gets to a 40-0, I think you're going to be fine.
I think you have a chance.
You made that trade on Cauchy.
Let's see here. The pass is
saying
a backwards pass. It looks like.
Yeah. Bloodhound said Puka will be the most dominant receiver since Randy Moss.
Did you see that guy, by the way, on social media? I forgot. I don't know what TikTok or whatever, who basically made this whole breakdown of like, you never see Puka Nacua. I think Manuel actually sent it to me on Twitter. You never see Puka Nacua beating someone one-on-one. He's not going to beat them by speed. He's just going to run over the middle and across zones, and that's why he's not that good. And it was a crazy argument because I'm like, we've seen the 50-50 ball, one-hand catches, beating guys downfield. And I guess what he was trying to say was breakaway speed. And I guess maybe, like, sure, I guess, but that doesn't make you a dominant receiver just having breakaway speed.
I mean, I will say the most dominant receiver since Randy Moss to me is Calvin Johnson. I know it was a shorter career, though, but Chuba Hubbard gets the first down handoff from the 35. Going to pick up about 4 there, running straight down the middle. Z-Main saying Greg Olsen finna cry. Maybe. I like Greg Olsen. G-Reg, if you know, you know.
TD says...
You know what I'm talking about, Josh, with the G-Reg?
No, I don't.
You haven't heard the song?
G-Reg, I've not heard that, no.
His rap song? I'll send it to you after stream. It's hilarious.
G-Reg, Greg Olsen, the rapper, huh?
Yes.
Not heard that.
Yeah.
Don't know if I want to hear that, by the way.
It's hilarious. 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah.
Some pressure.
Come on, Puka.
Escapes from Puna Ford. Going down the field. Great throw. Great catch, actually, made by Jalen Coker. That was another, actually, kind of not the best throw. But Jalen Coker able to make that one.
Puna Ford got the power moves on him, but does not have the quickness to get to Bryce Young, unfortunately. Right there. Could have been a sack up the middle. Doesn't get it. Ends up being a first down for Jalen Coker.
TBD saying Jamar Chase, number 1 receiver in the NFL. That's a fair argument.
Easy.
Definitely has an argument. Jamar Chase is awesome. So, yeah, I don't hate that take whatsoever. To me, Jamar, Puka, JSN, Justin Jefferson is the clear top 4 after this year, kind of whatever order you want. And then I would put Justin Jefferson in. Oh, no, I said Justin Jefferson. I meant CeeDee Lamb would be 5 for me. Bryce Young looking downfield to the right. Ted McMillan gets that one for a first down. Right after the interception, Bryce Young not letting up. That was a great pass.
Yeah.
But making 2 deep throws here.
And right now, the Rams playing a little bit of bend, don't break, right? Letting these Carolina Panthers receivers run downfield, come back to the football, and just kind of keeping them in front of them, which is okay at times, but sometimes can be frustrating for us fans to watch them try to be a bend, don't break type of defense. We'll see if we can get a stop here.
Yeah, you need to. It's good if you're a Panthers fan, you love seeing Bryce Young not being fazed by that interception. 1st and 10 from the 33. Fake to Hubbard, looking to throw again. Young going downfield again. And finds Tet McMillan
All day to
wide open again down the middle.
all day to
No, don't know
throw.
about the dab celebration there, though.
All day to throw for Bryce Young. And again, if you don't put pressure on this young quarterback, it's going to be easy for him. And just one-on-one coverage, Ted McMillan, one of the best, if not the, probably the best rookie for sure, a receiver in the NFL, no question about that. But one of the best young receivers in the NFL, making a name for himself this season. Could be offensive rookie of the year, might probably be. But you got to get pressure on the quarterback. And right now, Bryce Young had all day to throw on that one.
You do. Going to be 1st down from the 10.5. Don't give him 1st and goal. Going to be a run to Hubbard. Cuts to the left.
Oh.
Stays on his feet. Dives forward. Picks up about 7 yards there. TBD saying too easy. Yeah, it is looking too easy for the Panthers right now. And if the Panthers score right here, you're right back in the game.
Yeah, if you're the Panthers fan.
It's not what you want to see. Dave saying it's early in the game. The Rams are far from victory. Don't get excited. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah. No, you're right.
That's why I had this game being a close game, because it is the playoffs. Everyone's going to most likely be trying to play their best football. So you never want to say the game is over, unless we're up by 30 plus in the 4th quarter. You never want to say the game is over.
Not over till it's over. A lot of pressure on Bryce Young.
Pressure. Going to be overthrown to a tight end there. Going to be 3rd and 3 here, because it's not 3rd and goal.
That pressure.
Although if they don't get this, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it again.
Yeah, for sure. And that pressure, by the way, up the middle almost looked like a screen pass from Carolina. The way the Rams D line was absolutely all able to just crash on Bryce Young. He's able to get the ball away. Aquanu, we were seeing him, the left tackle earlier, got injured, was kind of trying to hype the crowd up as he was on his way out on a cart. Not sure if he's going to return to this football game.
Yeah, we'll get you an update on that during halftime as well. 3rd and 3 from the 3.5. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Panthers just get it off. Some more pressure. Young.
Oh.
Incomplete.
No.
They're going to get Kobe Durant on a flag here.
No.
That's a close one. Not what you want to see. That's going to be.
If you're Kobe Durant,
from the 1.
If you're Kobe Durant, a couple things there. You turn around, you don't get the flag. You turn around, you might have an interception. I mean, he's not looking. He's just face to face with Leggett. Doesn't turn his head. He might be able to get an interception on that. Obviously, wanting to stay in man-to-man coverage. I don't love the call. If you're a Panthers fan, I'm sure you think it's fine, but physical. But I don't know. I mean, I just don't know about that call. I don't know about that call. Bryce Young saved by the refs. He's pumping his fist because that obviously a huge call for them.
That was a terrible throw.
Yeah, and they're going to run this football 3 times. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. Although Ted McMillan on the sidelines, regardless, don't know about that because he's a big body that can help you block. 1st and goal from the 1. This should be just 3 runs, and they're going to get in. They're going to run with Hubbard, who just gets right in. I'm not surprised. He only needed 1 yard. Touchdown.
Okay.
Panthers. I mean, they were going to score at some point. Chuba or Rico were going to get in. I do have Rico Dowdle with a touchdown at some point. I haven't really seen him since the 1st quarter, so actually hopefully he's okay as well, because I haven't really seen him on the field.
Well, one positive to the Panthers winning to scoring here is, okay, we got the flag. It was 3rd down. Questionable. Maybe it is a flag, whatever. The Rams got to play. They got to keep playing on offense, especially, I think, and that's definitely one thing. No let up in this offense. And this has happened throughout the season, by the way. Even when the Rams have been playing their quote-unquote best football, this offense has had to put up 30 points pretty consistently all throughout the year as the kick is up and nearly blocked, but it is good for Carolina. So it's going to be 14-7, still early in this football game, 2nd quarter. And I think the Rams aren't happy with that defense, defensive possession there. That drive was just not really great, like TDBD says, kind of like almost prevent defense. Again, bend, don't break, keep everything in front of you, but let them get yards down the field. Don't really love that. So we'll see if the Rams can have it figured out on defense. And that is key for their entire playoff run. You know, I think the Rams can and hopefully will win this football game. But the key here is this defense needs to figure it out. You cannot be bend, don't break against a better offense. And, you know, hopefully they can realize that. Floyd says Rams need to answer. Yeah, you cannot go into this game at halftime tied up or 14-10 after this. You got to score here to end the half.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. You gotta try to really and
So
a half here
TB,
scoring. Shula is awful from TBD. I kind of, she's not awful. He's not awful. I think he's been a good coordinator
well, so I was about to ask you,
all
Josh.
year.
TBD says Shula is awful, and I know he's not a Rams fan, but I'm curious. Everyone in the chat right now down below, how do you feel about Chris Shula? If per se, Chris Shula, by the way, his dad, legendary coach, was dad or his grandpa? I can't remember which one.
His
but
grandpa.
His grandpa, legendary coach for Miami Dolphins, right? He just got a request to pretend. The Rams got a request from the Dolphins to request to maybe interview him, Chris Shula, to be their next head coach. If he were to leave as a defense coordinator and head over to Miami to be their new head coach, are you upset? Are you okay with it? Because I kind of feel like the Rams, again, not that their defense is going to be better with somebody else. You never know what's on the other side. The grass is not always greener, and in terms of another defensive coordinator. But I don't think that many Rams fans are super ecstatic and in love with Chris Shula. And so if he were to go away, how would you feel, Josh, if you were to get a head coaching job and go coach somewhere else? How would you feel about that? Would you feel worried the Rams defense won't be as good? Are you hopeful that the Rams defense could be better?
I feel like the thing is who do you get to bring in? First off, I'd be happy for Chris Shula.
Yeah, of course.
You know, he deserves an opportunity, but TBD saying let Shula go, get Raheem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Raheem Morris just got fired, so I wouldn't be surprised from Rams DC if McVay is like, hey, want to come back?
Yeah.
We don't really even need to interview him.
Mm-hmm.
TD saying yes, he can go. The only if you get Raheem Morris, I'm okay with it because then you have someone you're familiar with. You don't really need to change everything. You'll change some little things. We don't need to change everything. I read him and McVay were so tight he'd be there for at least 2+ years. Maybe.
Manuel says Shula is cooler, so maybe we think he's the cooler guy there. But yeah, I'm just curious how the fans feel in general. I think I'm okay if you were to see Shula go. I'm happy for him. Like I'm if he stays, I still like the guy. But if he does go, I'm happy for him to go to be a head coach somewhere. And I would love Raheem Morris to come back. So I kind of would be happy in that scenario. And I think Raheem Morris can get this defense flying around the field a little bit more than what we've seen Shula do with this defense. I think that's what I would be key. Like you've seen Atlanta defenses just absolutely fly around the field regardless of personnel. Their defense has been good and solid and quick to the ball the last couple years, and that's what I want to see the Rams do. I want that pressure to be there. I want some blitzes to be there. I want obviously cornerbacks to be a little bit better. You want to obviously invest in the cornerback room a little bit, but overall this Rams defense is pretty good, and I will say maybe they should be better than they have been playing this year. Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is fair to say as the Rams going to start off with the ball here. Wilbur saying I'm okay too. Yeah, he's good though.
He's good. Is he great? Maybe we can get better. And that's the hope, I think, if you move on from
maybe. First and 10 from the 35. Stafford hands off. Kyren straight up the middle. Pick up about 5 there.
Yeah, nice little run up the middle here. Like the Blake Corum action early. Again, don't give it to Corum drive / Williams drive. Just go ahead and mix it up. Both backs in one drive is what I want to see. Doubt they do it because they've been doing this all year long where they give each running back a drive here. But good start here. Get 5 on the first down run. Manuel says, let's go Rams. Let's get 7 here, man. Let's get 7. 8:23 to go. 2nd and 5.
You got to get 7 here. You need to. This is the first time the Rams have had to respond to something that the Panthers did. 2nd down, and there's a flag.
Yeah, going to be false start on the offense. Typically, that's what happens when they call these plays dead. It is false start on the offense. By the way, Matthew Stafford today, 6 for 6 in this football game with a touchdown. Obviously, that other second touchdown to Puka was a run, technically, because he threw it behind the line of scrimmage. And Devontae Adams, the veteran, actually, the one that gets flagged for this penalty. So 6 for 6 from Stafford, 74 passing yards. He's having an incredible game. Let's be aggressive a little bit here. Eat some clock, but also be aggressive. I want to see Matthew Stafford throw the football down the field a bit.
Yeah, I do too. 2nd and 10.
Oh, offsides. Offensive offsides. What is happening? Xavier Smith's lined up offside. Am I crazy? He is. Obviously.
Oh, my God. Really?
Xavier Smith was obviously lined up offsides. From the screen, I could tell. The flag goes up right when the ball snapped. That was kind of crazy. Xavier Smith was like a whole helmet offside on offense. Not really sure how no one didn't see that. And Angel says...
The refs are calling a flag.
Yeah, it is offsides on the offense. Yep. Angel says, do you see what's happening on the line of scrimmage? Uh, not I haven't noticed anything in particular, Angel, to see what you're talking about. So let us know what you're seeing. But yeah, Xavier Smith, he just was clearly a whole
Yep.
helmet ahead of the line. And these Panthers fans are loving it. Back-to-back penalties from the Rams puts them back another 10 yards. So now 2nd and 15 when it was just 2nd and 5.
Yep.
Taking out
Panther
these.
Nation
Go ahead.
from the Tony tip. 2nd and 15 now. Stafford takes the snap, throwing downfield. Tyler Higbee wide open. Not going to get much more as J.C. Horn there quickly, but a big gain. Good job there from Higbee, the veteran, been in so many playoff games for the Rams.
It's so rare to see a tight end run up the seam, and just in the picture, in the image of the screen, there was 0 black jerseys around him. I mean, it was all green grass around Higbee when he caught that football. Absolutely incredible dot from Matthew Stafford. Sees it after looking at some reads there. Tyler Higbee makes a nice catch, tries to get up and get a couple yards there, but like you said, J.C. Horn with the tackle. And Higbee says, oh, okay, I was wide open there. They forgot about me.
First down, going to be a quorum run that's going to get pretty much a gain of 2 exactly. TD saying Higgs. Rig Hig from Manuel.
Big Rig
Tommy
Hig.
saying, I swear Puka's a little rant about the refs as our penalty is going through the roof.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw something that said there have been more.
I will say that I mean, can you argue the false start was a false start, and the offensive offside was an offensive offside? So that can't really argue with those though. Just mental mistakes, and the Rams got to cut those down. We said that was a key for this game, and they have not done that so far. So no turnovers, luckily, knock on wood, nothing yet. There's a timeout here from the Rams offense, it looks like. 6:15 to go in this second quarter. Rams up 14-7. Quick timeout to catch their breath. They got to score here. I like the aggression to throw down the field on that 2nd and 15. Can they continue to be aggressive while also eating up clock? Kind of got to give or take there.
TBD, got to get more players involved on O. Yeah, I'd like to see Devontae get more involved for sure. You're getting Higbee involved, Parkinson involved. Maybe Davis Allen gets a little bit of run here too. Mainly it's just Devontae that we need to see get involved more.
The Tony Tip, Panthers fan, obviously saying we need a turnover and wants the Panthers to turn the football over here. And that's what happened last time. Again, Rams not shooting themselves in the foot with penalties was key. They're doing that so far. Got to clean that up. And then keeping care of the football. They've been doing a good job so far today. Got to keep taking care of that football.
TBD wasn't a error on the Rams staff last year. At some point he was. 2nd and 9, Stafford with a quick 1-2. Nacua going to pick up about half of it. Going to be 3rd and medium here.
Yeah, Trevon Merrick in coverage there. Nice tackle to bring Puka Nacua down immediately after that catch. Couldn't get any more yards to gain after the catch. So 3rd and 3. Stafford listening to the call. Big 3rd down here for the Panthers defense.
Yeah, big time at 3rd down. I wonder if the Rams go for it if they don't get it, because you are up 7. You are in field goal range. This wouldn't be an incredibly deep field goal for Memphis. This would be makeable. 3rd and 3 from the 27.5. Stafford takes a snap. Stafford throwing down the sideline for Devontae. That's definitely incomplete.
I mean,
you don't even need to look at that.
It was just such an overthrow from Stafford from the jump. You can just see he just put way too much on that football. And Devontae makes the catch, technically speaking. I mean, incredible catch from that looked like prime Devontae Adams. He jumped up crazy vertical on that play. All for it to be
healthy.
Yes, yeah, he looks healthy there. Look incredible on that play. Almost reminded me of that. You remember CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy back in that draft? And they were just both on the sideline, jumping up, making ridiculous catches. Insane there. But great catch from Devontae, just out of bounds, too high from Stafford. So Harrison Mevis, 46-yard attempt on the left hash to make this a 10-point game.
Let's see, Mevis. And that is going to be up and good. Nice job by Mevis. Manuel said it was no good. I think he was talking about the catch.
Yeah, no good
Awful
on the catch.
Play call. What was that? No, if that was a better thrown ball, that's a catch.
Yeah, no, I think that was a great play. I mean, that was one-on-one coverage. Devontae Adams, your best one-on-one receiver. Throw it up, see if he can get that catch. Of course, Stafford not going to be perfect on every single throw there, so incomplete. But hey, you live with the kick there in this scenario. 1-7. Don't get me wrong, but 17-7 is a solid score for you. If you can go into the half up 10, you're still in a good spot.
Yeah, you are. And you start off with the ball. If you can stop the Panthers here, get the ball back, put up some more points on the board, start with the ball and score, then you're looking at a really nice lead for the Rams. Last saying run to the outside. Yeah, that is something the Rams can do more for sure. Too nervous and anxious. Yeah, it's the playoffs. Everyone's a little nervous. Everyone's a little anxious.
I'm actually gonna pop
I
over to.
definitely agree with that, man. Well, and I mean, the catch was a good catch, but
Yeah.
DA was hit out of bounds. Yeah, he was out of bounds there.
By the way, taking a look, if you guys look at Kalshi, and we can even pull this up again, if you guys want to download Kalshi, link is in the description of this live stream. You guys get $20 if you trade your first 100. I currently have some stock in Matthew Stafford winning MVP, and it just jumped up big time today. And not sure why. Playoffs shouldn't have much of a factor, but I could cash out right now and get $15 off the $10 I started with. If I cashed out right now, I would more than double my money. So if you guys want to have a position on anything, whether that's who's going to win the game, you want to maybe stack a couple of different games and say, I think these 4 teams are going to win today, you guys go ahead and download Kalshi with the link in the description. Use code DIGESTNFL, get $20 off your first 100 that you trade. And I'm excited to see. I'm going to hold out. I'm going to wait until the MVP is announced to cash out 3x my money on that one. Make sure you guys, again, use code DIGESTNFL if you guys want to trade on Kalshi like I did for the MVP. I also have some stacked up games for the playoffs. I did go off of my bracket, and we can pull it up now too again. My bracket, I went to my bracket, and I said, you know what? For the first round, I'm going to actually stack all these up and trade on Kalshi with these games. And I put a quick little $10 on there, to see if that can make something happen over this weekend.
All right. Oliver Santa told you this was an easy game. Not yet.
Yeah.
Again, it's the playoffs. No game is easy in the playoffs. Angels in nice. Hopefully you use that code. Is Ethan Evans going to be kicking off once again?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good right now as a Rams fan, but the defense got to make something happen on this drive. I want to see them impress me here.
Yeah, I do too. As that was a nice tackle there on special teams.
Yeah, the world is watching, right? The world is watching, and you don't want to expose yourself as a defense to see, hey, there's some holes here on defense. And Bryce Young was able to take advantage of some of these holes, right? So you want to make sure you show the world, hey, this team is ready to play. I want to see a little bit of, 9-sack Sam Darnold
said all that banned here in Cali, unfortunately. That is not true. Kalshi is live in all 50 states.
Yep, live in all 50 states. Kalshi is live in all 50 states. Josh and I are both in California, and we both are on Kalshi.
Yes, we are able to trade on Kalshi in California. 1st and 10 from the 24. Young going to hand off to Dowdle. First carry in a while, and Dowdle has some space up the middle. Picks up about 8 there. Going to be 2nd and 2.
And kind of surprised. TBD says need a 3 and out after that run. Not sure if you can get that, but that's what's interesting, right? The Rams actually are. Last time you played the Panthers, Rico Dowdle was running all over the field, right? And that stretch of games this year, 200 yards in a couple of different games nearly. So, you know, you're surprised to see that they're actually not feeding Rico Dowdle too much in this game. They're feeding a lot of Chuba Hubbard so far. We'll see if that changes here.
Yeah, 2nd and 2. I picked up Rico Dowdle in fantasy for those 200-yard games. Won me a couple matchups this year. 2nd and 2, back to Dowdle. You get nothing there. It's Josiah Stewart.
Yeah.
And Nick Hampton in on. Nope, that is actually a Ty Hamilton in on that tackle.
Yeah, great tackle there. Great way to stuff the run on 2nd down. So here, 3rd down could be a 3 and out here. 3rd and 2. If the Rams get a stop, this would be huge for them to get the football back with 4 minutes or so to go. Clock is ticking past 4 minutes here, but the Rams can actually get another score up if they can get a stop. Got to get a stop first.
Yes. 3rd and 2. Young has a snap off. Some pressure. Hubbard just drops the ball. He had a wide open right side of the field. That's a 1st down if he catches that, but he just drops it.
I think.
And you're going to have to punt. You're too deep in your own territory.
I think that's a 1st down and a whole lot more. And Chuba Hubbard just felt the green grass ahead of him. He saw it was wide open. A bunch of green grass for him to gain probably 15 plus yards. Drops the football. Maybe that'll be a reason why we see more Rico Dowdle, especially in that 2nd half. After that drop, horrible drop from Chuba Hubbard. The Rams get bailed out just a little bit. But 3 and out, nonetheless, the Rams will take it.
Yes, they will. They have 3:55 to drive down the field, get some more points. Xavier Smith going to let this one bounce. He's going to still let it bounce, and he's angry at himself there. That's going to get almost all the way to the 10 and going to be into the 11.5.
I think a smart
yard line there. I don't know about that one.
I think a smart kind of play there to not pick that football up. The way that ball was wobbling, I think it would have been risky to pick it up and get hit there. So I think that's why he thought about it. Was on him. Maybe could have picked it up and got at least a good gain of 5 to 10 yards. But you'll take it. Rams get the ball. That's what matters most. You don't want him to try to pick it up and then he loses the football.
Manuel saying the Rams' run defense is better with Captain Q back and having Puka Nacua in there on the last game. Yeah, Puka Nacua did not play in the first matchup against the Panthers. That is something to know. And both of them have made this run defense a lot better so far here today. For the Rams, the 3-and-out was exactly what you needed. Did Chuba Hubbard bail you out? Yes, that was not on Bryce Young whatsoever. That was all Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, maybe you can say Bryce Young, like slight overthrow. I don't know. I think if you're the running back,
catch that. You're wide open.
If you're the running back wide open, you need to catch that football 100%. ESG says, wow. And I agree. Wow. That was kind of funny. Poor Panthers fans for sure. Floyd says, oh, you said that? Floyd's.
I said Manuel.
Okay. Floyd said Rams defense has only given up 7 points and has got an interception. How come that would be awful? They're just not playing perfect. I mean, they're not awful. They're definitely not awful, but they're not playing perfect. And what concerns me is when you're doing things that we've been worried about all year long, and then they're showing up here in this playoff matchup. Like that's what concerns me a bit, because when you play a better offense, we know, at least we can kind of see this Panthers offense isn't the best offense you're going to face in the playoffs. And so that is kind of the concern when you're just giving up certain things. You don't like when you face a better quarterback, you don't want to see those things being given up. So, but in this game, the Rams are doing what they have to do. Only gave up 7, got the interception, like you said, Floyd. I agree. TD says if Rams score a TD, that would about do it. There's a lot of game left. There's a lot of game left. I'll feel really good if the Rams score 7, but there's a lot of football game left for sure. Will says Bryce can't miss that. Again, Chuba can't drop that. I think Chuba can't drop that.
Chuba dropped that. Bryce Young did not miss that. Chuba dropped that.
Foldy says 17-7 Rams. Yep, love to see the score there. 17-7, 3:41 to go for this offense. By the way, Matthew Stafford, 8 for 9 on the day. The only incomplete pass was up to Devontae Adams, who caught the ball, just was out of bounds. A little bit of an overthrow from Stafford, playing really well. 155.8 passer rating. That sounds pretty good if you ask me.
Yeah, that is quite good here as the Rams look to hold of the ball here. Dave Canales looking a little bit stressed.
Yeah, I think so. Panthers fans do not. They are absolutely going crazy here on the camera. TBD says the Rams cannot let the Panthers hang around. If it's close in the fourth, the Rams will lose. Don't agree with you there, but I agree the Rams should definitely, in the first half, what you said, not let the Panthers hang around.
No, they shouldn't. As Kyren runs up the side there for a gain of about 4, as the Rams are probably going to look to use the run here to eat up a lot of clock.
Yeah, you want to make sure the Panthers don't get the football at all, but I want 7. Don't settle here. I want 7.
Oh yeah, 7. I fully agree. I fully agree. You want to get 7 here because you start off with the ball as well coming out of the half. So
and TBD says no turnovers here. Will says I'm disappointed it's not 158.3. He'll get there. Stafford
throwing to Puka. Going for the coach there.
Yeah.
Still incomplete.
Nearly caught by the Panthers coaching staff. Weird throw there. Don't know what he was looking at. I think he just threw it out of bounds. Didn't see anyone open down the field.
That would be my guess there. Tony is saying pass defense struggling. Stafford's a surgeon. Yeah. When he doesn't throw multiple interceptions a game, you get everything you want as the Panthers defense trying to hype up the crowd here.
Yeah, Tony,
you're down at 6. You don't really want to have a 3-and-out here.
Yeah.
From the 15.5. Stafford looks like a timeout was called by somebody.
Timeout. I think Rams. It looks like another timeout. Use their second timeout here. I mean, you can't take more timeouts into the second half, so might as well call it here just to give yourself a break, settle down, know really what you want to do here on this play. Tony, pass defense was struggling. You're talking about Stafford being a surgeon. Yeah, this is kind of what we've been saying and why we've been so confident in the Rams all year long. When their offense is flowing, they are very, very hard to stop and slow down. And that is why we're excited to see this Rams team in the playoffs, because once the playoffs start, I think there's a lot of offenses that kind of are up and down, have their moments. This Rams defense isn't playing super consistent, but when this Rams offense is on fire, they are hard to stop, very difficult to stop. And that's what's looking like right now. We'll see if they can get a first down here, though, on 3rd and 6.
Yes, 3rd and 6. Just over 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Rams snap it. J.C. Horn coming in on a blitz. Stafford going deep for Devontae. Oh, he just missed him down the left sideline. Oh, man. That, I don't know if Devontae would have scored that, but that would have definitely been a few more yards after the catch for sure.
Yeah, great route from Devontae and just beats the man in coverage and just a little bit of an overthrow from Stafford yet again. Don't really love to see it. He's a little frustrated by it, as it would have been a huge gain, at least the bare minimum a gain of 20 plus yards for the Rams, and they would have stayed on the football field. Instead, now they're punting away 3 and out.
Yeah, and the Panthers going to get some decent field position here, most likely as well. Going to be fair caught.
Oh, muffed!
He dropped it.
Oh, Rams get the ball. Troy Reader.
Rams have the ball. Troy Reader actually moved for once and recovered the football.
Troy Reader. Oh my gosh, Josh, I'm sure apologizes for everything he ever said about you. Great.
Maybe 10% of the things I've said about you I'll apologize for.
I like Josh said, I mean, Trevor Etienne was in a perfect position to get this football. He was like, you know what, let's just call it safe. Let's fair catch this. And instead, it hits his face mask. He's unable to make the catch, muffs the punt, and the Rams, 2 Rams defenders on special teams trying to get the football. Looked like Troy Reader had it pretty easily. We'll see if he secures it. And I think that's in that video we just saw, clear recovery from the Rams. And I mean, they are getting bailed out just a little bit, but you know what? You take it either way. Great recovery there.
Krim is saying I apologize for many of the bad things I've said about Reader.
I mean, he kind of just right place, right time at the same time. You know what I mean? From Troy Reader, but you give him some credit.
Still one of my favorite comments I've ever seen on the Rams Digest channel, saying Troy Reader is more still than a statue at the Louvre. Still one of my favorite comments I've ever read.
I like that. Andres says, let's effing go. Floyd says, look at that. Another turnover. Got to take advantage. Need 7.
Yes. In Panthers territory at the 41. Hand off to Corum, running up the right side. Corum going to pick up about 7 yards there.
Yeah,
2 turnovers to 0 from ESG. Yeah, Rams winning the turnover battle. I mean, when you win the turnover battle by multiple turnovers, you should win any game, regardless of opponent. Obviously, the Rams get another chance here on offense. Should try to keep the ball for this entire quarter.
Yeah,
the Panthers D coordinator looking a little disappointed.
For sure. 2:20 to go here. Our 2:15 clock is ticking down to that 2-minute warning. Rams will probably get a snap off here before that 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3. Up 17-7.
Rams snap the ball. Going to run to the left side with Corum. That makes a nice move. Picks up almost 10 there. Going to be down to 26 as we head to the 2-minute warning. TBD saying smart, run the ball, take time. Yeah, again, just an unlucky break for the Panthers return guy. I mean, when he hits you in the face, I don't think he really could have put his hands anywhere else.
Just could have put his body in a better position, I think. And I can only imagine, man, if I didn't play football much, and so I can only imagine having that big helmet. That face mask comes out so far. That depth perception has to be kind of difficult to manage at times. But, I mean, that's no excuse for a professional return man from Trevor Etienne.
No.
Floyd says, tell the Panther punt returner, you're not supposed to let the ball hit you in the face. Yeah, poor guy. I feel bad for him. Like Trevor Etienne, root for him because his brother obviously has his nice career panning out for him pretty solidly out in Jacksonville. Mike says this is why teams with sub-500 records shouldn't make the playoffs. Mike also says good for the Rams taking care of business. Yeah, right now so far they are. Again, and I didn't mean when I said the Rams getting bailed out a little bit. Not that they're not playing well. The Rams are playing pretty well. Not perfect, but playing well. But definitely getting some help as well from Carolina's mistakes. Manuel says we need a Devontae Adams touchdown right here just to feel good, right? Just to feel good about the whole team all around. Yeah, why not? Let me get a Devontae Adams touchdown on this drive. Just get 7, period, though. Bloodhound.
Yeah, I agree. Get 7.
Go ahead.
In whatever way. The Tony is saying blooper reel stuff. Yeah, honestly, kind of.
Yeah.
Honestly, Mike saying we don't know that all Darnold's entire career is pooping the bed in big situations. Yeah. Darnold has to prove it to me, too. We'll get into our full brackets here at halftime, but Darnold has to prove it.
I mean, you look at, not to look ahead. I don't want to look ahead. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. But if the Rams can somehow win this football game, and you're talking about the Seattle Seahawks being number 1 seed, maybe if we see what kind of we generally speaking would expect, the favorites win. right, where it's Philly and Chicago winning their games respectively, then the Rams would go and face off against Seattle. Interesting matchup because it's a division rival. It's someone you've seen twice, but going back to how Sam Darnold has looked in the 2 matchups the Rams have played him so far, I'm not impressed, and I'm not afraid of him. And their defense hasn't even scared me that much either. The biggest thing you'd be afraid of, in all honesty, is Raheed Shaheed again in the punt return game.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm most afraid of. Is just Shaheed in the punt return game. For sure. Is he going to look at the entire bracket here, which will be going into our full predictions during halftime?
Mm-hmm. ESG says it's crazy, a crazy year when the number 2 seed is an underdog to the number 7 seed, and the 5
seed. It's
seed
by 1.5 though. It's not like a crazy.
Yeah,
1st and 10 though. Crazy. Stafford to Kyren on a little screenplay. Kyren with some room, making some moves. Then there is a flag, so we'll see if it stands. Would be a first down if this is on the defense.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a holding there. Maybe an illegal man down the field as well. Those are 2 calls I can definitely see on this one. We'll wait for the call.
Let's see. Illegal block in the back.
Okay.
This is the call, and it's going to be on Steve Avila.
I haven't heard his name in.
Guy that gets penalized a lot.
Exactly. I hate that. I hate that. I hate those calls. I hate those calls. The defender. What do you want the offensive lineman to just not block him at all? I really hate those calls when that happens.
You're saying our defense doesn't scare you from a Seahawks fan when we just put up 37 on you. So in your house. So
yeah, I mean we just dropped 37 points. I mean I that's why the defense isn't scary.
Stafford had 450 yards. So
and the first time you played us, Sam Darnold threw 4 picks. So that's just kind of why I'm not afraid of him either.
Yeah, 1st and 20 though. Gonna run it with Kyren up the middle. Gonna pick up about 7 or 8 there. Gonna make it 2nd and a little bit more manageable here again. Trying to.
Yeah,
out some clock.
TD says that's tic-tac BS. I kind of agree. I mean, technically speaking, blocked in the back, but I mean, not really the best call. Bake Panda says and lost. No, I agree. I get it. You guys won the game. Congrats to you. I'm not afraid of Seattle. I mean, sorry.
Congrats, you got a gifted 2-point conversion when you should have had a redo.
It's going to be a great game, and we're going to be worried when the game starts. Of course, it's how playoff football works.
Honestly, I feel more confident facing Sam Darnold than I do facing Bryce Young in a playoff game.
That's all it comes.
I am.
That's all it comes down to. It's just I'm not worried about Sam Darnold. Again, they could win that football game because that's a good team in Seattle. We'll have to wait and see. We'll wait and see.
Talk about it more.
How about we focus on Carolina first? We'll focus on Carolina.
Yeah. Let's focus on Carolina because I have some things to say about the bracket as a whole. 2nd and 13. Gonna run it up again with Corum. Not gonna get anything there. Gonna get about 1.
Oh, give a penalty. Give me a penalty here. Come on. Give me a flag.
That's definitely a.
Look at him. He won't. Come on, refs. He's literally still going after Parkinson after the play is dead. We need a flag there. Come on. As Scorton from the Panthers defense was just absolutely going crazy. Whistles blown, rolls over Parkinson, screaming in his face, hyping him up, taunting over him on the ground. I don't understand why that's not a call, but okay. And Manuel says, let's win this game first, gentlemen. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Manuel. Let's not even talk about
we're not looking
the next
ahead.
round.
I mean, the chat's already looking ahead to Seattle. Yeah. We're not. I had this game.
I didn't know Baked Panda was a Seattle fan up in the chat, so I didn't know that. My bad.
Again, when the Seattle's not even playing this week, and the Seahawks fans are in our chat.
I appreciate your support, though, Baked Panda.
Yeah, we do appreciate you in chat. But again, you'll never see me in a. Again, the only chats I'm ever in are Astros chats because they deserve to be trolled forever. But 3rd and 12, Stafford needs to pass here. Go to Higbee. Going to be a gain of 8. Going to be 4th and 4. This would be a pretty easy field goal once again for Mevis. Since it's 4th and if it was 4th and 1, I would say you maybe go for it. But 4th and 3, I think. I think here you just take 3, go up.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if I see the Rams try to go for it here. Panthers use their final timeout. It's 4th and 3. I think it does make a little bit of sense to be aggressive here. Highest 4th down conversion, go for it. Percentage in opponent territory, opposition territory. Rams rank 3rd in the NFL. Panthers actually rank 2nd in the NFL. And highest 4th down, go for it percentage. So Rams doing really good in 4th down. And I think McVay looks aggressive right now. It looks like he's trying to try to go for this on 4th and 3.
Yeah. Let's see here what the play is going to be. This could be a Devontae route here. Would not be surprised. TBD saying take the field goal from the 19, 4th and 3. They are going to go for it. Pressure. Stafford has some running room. Not going to take it.
Why does he throw it? Why does he throw it in the ground? Why does he throw it in the ground?
There that I thought maybe he should have taken.
I don't understand why he throws in. He's on the run. He does that a lot, where he like throws it into the dirt. Give your receiver a chance. He's open, actually. Stafford drops back. Pressure up the middle from Trevon Merrick. Runs to his right. Has all day to throw, and Higbee's there. I know it's not an easy throw running to your right as a 37-year-old tight end, but like Josh said, nearly intercepted because Stafford's throwing at his ankles.
Yeah, that's a bad ball. That's the first full-on bad ball. You could have said that Devontae overthrows a bad ball, but that was an awful ball. That was the first awful ball of the game for Matthew Stafford.
Not ideal.
Yeah, TBD says to take the points. I thought they should have taken the points there. He would have gone up by 13. I'd rather get a guaranteed 3 to end the half. You do get the ball back going into half. So if you hold the Panthers to nothing here, it doesn't matter. They're going to run it with Dowdle to start, and Jared Verse just absolutely gets to him easily. Going to be a loss of about a half a yard.
Tackle was awkwardly around the head and neck area, so I think some Panthers players were upset at that. But I mean, it's not a quarterback from Rico Dowdle, no face mask, so it shouldn't be a call, and it was not.
That was almost a horse collar, but it wasn't. It was close, but it wasn't. 2nd and 10. They're not going to say a lost yard when I think he did. 2nd and 10 from the 19. Young going deep.
Oh.
Incomplete. Let's see if they throw a flag. They don't. They shouldn't, because that was an overthrow.
Yeah, some hand. Oh, there's a flag.
Oh, they do. Oh, come on.
There was some hand fighting.
That's the latest penalty I've ever seen.
Hand fighting from Quentin Lake and Jalen Coker. It looks like Coker, he's even laughing. I think Coker might have flopped on this play because he knew he had no chance. Quentin Lake is on him. The hands come down on him for a second, but that is weak.
And they tell me LeBron James flops.
That is a weak flop from Jalen Coker.
Give him an Oscar.
They're giving him a first down there. Huge gain for Carolina's offense.
That's not a first down. That's a spot foul.
Yeah, they're going to get
they're going to be almost at midfield.
They're going to get great yardage on that one. That's a weak call. Weak call. Sorry, fellas, but Stafford sucks. That's the MVP right there, TBD. I don't know about that one. Tough play. Don't get me wrong, but if he gets it, you're not saying that, right, all of a sudden. So
that's a terrible call.
Terrible call, though.
So late. That was such a late penalty.
Terrible call.
You got to call it right then and there. You can't call it late.
Rams can still get a stop here, though.
They can. They're going to be first down from the 47. Bryce Young pressured. Has a receiver. It's Jalen Coker, and he's almost already at the 10.
And now Jalen Coker is running all over. It's Quentin Lake in coverage, by the way, all day. So Quentin Lake going to have to figure this out and how to slow down Jalen Coker in the passing game. Again, Quentin Lake's a good cover guy, but it's very difficult for your safety to play man-to-man coverage on a pretty good receiver, and Jalen Coker showing why you don't usually see that happen too often.
No, Jalen Coker, a big body. 1st and 10, still 53 seconds left. And they are at the 16. Yeah, they're already in the red zone.
They did this in like 30 seconds.
Not even.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Young looking to throw again.
Oh.
That better not be a flag. That was an overthrow. Thank you. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Rams. Crazy flip for the Rams all of a sudden. Looks like you get the turnover. You can go up 24-7, get the ball back at the half. Instead, we're looking at the Carolina Panthers threatening to score a touchdown and bring this game within a one score possession.
Yeah, that was not. Yeah, that's bad. We should have taken the 3 from TBD. I do agree.
I don't mind the aggression personally, but I would have liked to see a better play call. I don't want to see Stafford running to his right trying to make something happen.
Going to be 2nd and 10. Bryce Young pressured, going for Dowdle. Another bad ball, just incomplete. Good defense from one more space, surprisingly in coverage.
Yeah, almost like a fade route to your running back. Not necessarily ideal for your offense if you're Carolina. So,
Manuel says we need a sack. I do agree. Mike saying I respect people who talk big when their team is down 10 points. Hey, fair.
Yeah,
we all do.
That's true. You got to respect it. You're still confident in your team being down 10. I mean, look. Again, the Rams are not making their fans feel more confident here. But in the second half, they have made adjustments in the past. We'll see if they can adjust here after halftime.
3rd and 10, 44 seconds. Byron Young gets some pressure. Bryce Young escapes. He has a lot of room. Nate Landman just standing there, and Bryce Young runs into the end zone. It's a Panthers touchdown.
Yeah.
Nate Landman was just standing there.
This is what happened the last time the Rams played the Panthers, right? 3rd down, 4th down conversions. You allow them to get a first down. I mean, what are you really doing there, right? 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. You almost get pressure on the quarterback, but nobody is keeping him hemmed in to the pocket. He's able to break free. And, Bryce Young, he got some wheels on him a little bit, and it's a football game. It's a football game. And like Josh said earlier, it's a playoff game, right? These teams are both fighting for their playoff lives. Rams got to wake up on defense.
Mm-hmm. And that was almost missed, but it's not going to be. It's 17-14 now. So people are saying I want Rams Hawks. It reminds me of Niners Hawks. Yeah, I want Rams Seahawks. I want the matchup.
TBD.
I'm about to turn this off. No, don't turn it off, Mommy. Stay tuned with us. Stay tuned.
Just mute us and pretend you're not watching, if anything, that way, or don't watch.
I don't think it's talking about us. I think it's talking about the game.
Yeah, I hear you. TBD says, let's be honest, Ram is going to lose. TBD, the way you flip throughout the game is always super funny to watch. Bake says, we also didn't have our starting center last time, talking about Seattle. I mean, right now, Baked, the Rams got to win this football game, so we're going to stop talking about Seattle for a bit while you guys enjoy your bye week.
I haven't talked about Seattle once.
Les says, weak defense. Yeah. The flag was bad.
Landman.
Flag was bad.
Byron Young is saying I had him. He did, and then Nate Landman decided to stand there.
Jose says, I'm done with this team. This team loves blowing leads. They've done in the past. They've definitely done in the past for sure. This is not what you wanted to see from your team all around, offensively and defensively.
No.
Didn't really want to see this kind of spiral downward in the second quarter. They played really well in the first. It's kind of spiraled down in the second quarter right now. Game's not over.
TD, we love to let teams back in. Yeah, we do. Ronnie Rivers struggling to field the pump. There is a flag.
Yeah,
maybe this is on the Panthers. It'd be nice if this is on the Panthers.
Yeah.
False start.
They're saying false.
How do you false start a kickoff?
They're saying false start on the kick team.
Can we take that plus 15, 10 yards? Or do they have to re-kick?
Oh, it didn't reach the landing zone. It has to land within the 20, and it did not.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's within the 20. I thought it was within the 25. Yeah, that's right. It does. It just missed the landing zone. So, yeah, we will take that.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting couple of kicks, by the way, in this game. Every kickoff has been kind of short in my mind, and I think that's on purpose. So the ball can bounce into the return man's hands, but the Rams will get the ball at the 40-yard line. Chance to score here.
Here we can take 3. Stafford going for a pass. Finds Devontae for the first time. May have to use your timeout, though, already.
Yeah, if you don't get up quick, you might have to use a timeout immediately, and it looks like they might have done so. Yeah, final timeout for the Rams here. So 1st and 10. They're going to get the ball.
We got a shout-out here. Shout-out to everyone in the chat, including Rams Digest. Keep up the good work on the channel. Appreciate it. Shout-out from South Bronx.
Hey.
Brother BKL, Contreras, a.k.a. Sports Entertainment Guy. Hey, thank you. Yeah. Shout out to the South Bronx.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to you for watching, checking in on the chat. Really appreciate you guys.
Big stuff happening for New York next week. ASAP Rocky finally dropping Don't Be Dumb after almost 8 years. Looking forward to listening to that.
We'll talk about that in a second at halftime.
Next week. We will talk about that in a second. 1st and 10. The Rams will adjust to stop Young from running. Hopefully. We need to. 1st and 10 from the 46. Stafford throwing towards the sideline for Puka. Overthrown incomplete.
Well, at this point where the Rams are in this position, you just got to win the football game. And we've talked about this all season with the Rams. Had many games for the Rams this season where we had to say that, right? Just win the game. Just win the game. That's all that matters. And right now, I wanted them to play a little bit more perfect football. They're not playing right now that type of game. They're not playing their best. How is that not a flag on J.C. Horn? On Devontae Adams. He just tackled Devontae Adams middle of his route. No flag called, of course.
TBD saying Rams aren't the same as the Hawks, saying they've quit on McVay and Shula. I think that's cope for your coach being fired. 2nd and 10. Stafford looking to throw again over the middle. I think that must have been tipped.
Was tipped.
And you saw Kobe Parkinson running after that ball after the after the Seahawks game, I think they learned every ball you need to run after, and Stafford's grabbing his hand.
Yeah, I think he might have been dealing with the fingers hitting someone's helmet or arm, and yep, his index finger on his throwing arm. By the way, his hit in the face should be a penalty, roughing the passer.
Let's see for sure.
You cannot touch the helmets of the quarterback.
He was hit in the face.
And he was hit in the face, and no flag again. The Rams getting no flags here from the officials. Maybe it is Puka Nacua kind of making the refs hate the Rams.
3rd and 10. Stafford has time. Looking for Puka's got to catch that.
No, Puka Nacua drops the ball, and that just never happens from Puka. Man, this is spiraling. This is spiraling for the Rams, and he just didn't expect the ball to be right there in his face when he turned the corner. Beat J.C. Horn, by the way, pretty easily. So
that might be a touchdown if Puka catches that.
It's a dot from Stafford as well, right on his hands. And things are just a touchdown. Things are just spiraling out of control right now for the Rams in the second quarter. We'll wait and see what the second half has in store for us. But the Rams, ugly way to end this half.
Yeah, I mean, the Panthers just going to probably take a knee here, run this and go into half, but just not.
Carlos says that wasn't a penalty. I don't know. Which one are you talking about? The one where the Stafford was hit in the face? I mean, anytime you even sniff the quarterback's helmet as a defender, that is a penalty. Sorry, we call it soft, but that is what the rules are. And then the other play, Devontae Adams gets tackled.
JSN and catches it?
Yeah.
I mean, he probably does. Let's be honest. A lot of other receivers probably
Puka catches that last week, the week before that.
He catches that 98% of the time.
Yes, Puka does. Aiden says
that was
funny.
just a bad play, and as I do predict, the Panthers kneel it. They're going to go into halftime. Only a 3-point lead here for the Rams. As Puka, hopefully, he's okay.
Yeah, he's a little frustrated. Maybe McVay talking to him a little bit, telling him, hey, it's okay. We're all good. Rams are toast in the second half, TBD says. I will say the Rams have been done a great job in second halves most of this season in turning things around, right? Talk about versus the Arizona Cardinals that first time around. We're able to turn things around in the second half and absolutely dominate that football game. Don't be surprised if that's what happens here in the second half. But right now, the Rams don't look good. They don't look good right now in the second quarter. Horrible second quarter. It is what it is. Carlos is back in the chat to hate. I'm sure he says this is called momentum. This is all comeback and his BS. Okay, play calling. Sure. Baked says Puka went to my college, University of Washington. Yeah, shout out to the University of Washington.
He did. He started there.
Carla says defender hit the back.
Stopped watching for 20 minutes. What happened?
Yeah, just
a lot.
A lot happened in that second quarter. The Rams not playing their best football right now, and that's what we talked about. We wanted to see them the last 3 weeks to end the season. They didn't play great, and they're looking like that in this second quarter.
Yes, they are. Well, but you're saying game is starting to look like a nightmare. Puka never drops that. No, Puka does not drop that. Like last week, Rams will light up second half. I can see them lighting up the second half. I obviously hope that they do as we look at some stats here from the game. We get to the box score here. Matthew Stafford, 10 for 17, 137 yards and a touchdown. Kyren, 7 for 37. Blake, 9 for 35. Puka, obviously, they gave him a rushing touchdown there. Puka's got 6 catches for 63 yards and a touchdown, so they're still having a great game. Tyler Higbee, 2 for 45. Kobe Parkinson, 1 for 15. And Devontae, 1 for 14. And Kobe Durant with the interception, obviously, and Troy Reader with the fumble recovery. For the Panthers, Bryce Young, 11 for 20, 151 yards and a pick. Sacked twice. Chuba Hubbard, 4 for 17 for a touchdown. Bryce Young, 2 for 15 and a touchdown. Rico Dowdle, only 4 for 9. And then 1 for 4 for Trevor Etienne. The Rams do have more yards than the Panthers. Jalen Coker, 4 receptions for 70 yards. So again, he's kind of dotting us up. Tet McMillan, 3 for 49. Tommy Tremble, a tight end, 2 for 18. Xavier Legette, 1 for 8. Chuba Hubbard, 1 for 6. After Trevor Etienne lost the fumble there, as Braden Fisk and Puna Ford each have sacks on the day as well for the Rams as well. So those are kind of the first half stats of this game here.
I'll say here's a positive for the Rams right now as we're sitting here after a horrific second quarter for the Rams. You're up by 3. You just got to win the football game. Again, not playing perfect in the second quarter, but we understand that this team has done this in the past. Unfortunately, they've played like this in the past where they had inconsistent play at times on both sides of the football. And there's a couple plays that you just know the Rams are going to make in the second half. Puka Nacua catches that. It's a touchdown. All of a sudden, the Rams are up 24 to 17 to end, or to up 24 to 14 to end half. 9 times out of 10, Puka makes that catch. He drops it there. That's not ideal. The punt return issue where obviously the Rams able to get the football and then you go for it on fourth down, convert that typically. They do convert that. And so that's where I'm a little bit okay in that scenario. Like the aggression as well, even though you're up, you're aggressive and you don't make it happen. Okay, we can move on and live with that, I think. And so the Rams aren't playing completely awful this entire first half. They played pretty good in the first quarter, but they got to figure it out. They started looking again like the Rams of the last few weeks in that second quarter specifically. And give credit to the Panthers for also playing pretty good on defense and offensively making things happen. Third down and long, Bryce Young running the ball. Third down and long, throwing the football down the field to Jaden Coker. They are doing a pretty good job of finding the holes on this Rams defense. I don't think the Rams are poorly coached, Carlos. I think the Rams are just right now, again, had a bad second quarter. I think second half, yes. Anticipating them to kind of pull away a little bit, but we'll see what happens. A lot of game left. You could talk all the smack you want right now. But if the Rams blow it out in the second quarter, then the second half, all of a sudden we're going to forget the second quarter in my mind.
We'll forget most of it. Obviously we're going to go against a better team if we do play Seattle in round 2. If you do win, then you can't have the quarters like that at all. Everything's going wrong. Puka dropped the easiest catch. Yeah, I would say it's not great right now. So, Lake is terrible. Highly disagree. Foldy saying we won the first half. We did.
You're up. Yeah, you're literally up. Yeah.
Yeah, again, then there's been some good defensive plays. I think the run defense as a whole has been pretty good, actually. You've been getting to Bryce Young. Bryce Young has made some key throws, like the throw to Jalen Coker. It was a nice throw. He's also had some bad throws, but this is like the typical Bryce Young game. You're seeing some good, but you're also seeing some bad. If the Rams played any other NFC team, they'd be down 20 from TBD. I disagree. Do I think we would be winning? Maybe not, but I don't think we'd be down 20 right now. Fire McVay. Whoa. Jay Villain. Who are you going to hire? I don't want John Harbaugh as my coach. I don't want Kevin Stefanski, Robert Saleh. The only person I would want is Coach Stignetti. That's it.
I wouldn't.
That's the only coach that I would be okay with hiring if you don't hire. If we even thought about
it, would never happen.
McVay, which is just not going to happen.
Never happen. It would never happen.
Rams didn't go for the field goal, instead they went for it on fourth down. And from truth be told, I do agree that is a bad call. I want them to take the field goal.
I disagree. I really do. I disagree. Again, the Rams go for it on fourth down, they get it, and they score 7. That's a huge difference in this game where it's 24-7. It didn't go your way, and then your defense didn't help you out. I get it. That sucks. But I'm not going to be someone who looks at it as, oh, well, it didn't work, so now I'm pissed off about it. Josh, to be fair, you're not saying that either. You before they went for it, said, no, kick the field goal. I'm fine with them going for it there. I want them to be aggressive. They didn't make it happen. I live with that. I live with that mistake. Wish the defense could have got a stop. I wish the defense didn't give up 7.
Yeah.
But
Layman didn't just stand there.
But I live with that decision in my mind. Hell no, McVay's ours for the next 30 years. Yeah, McVay, unless he retires, is going to be the Rams head coach for as long as he wants, in my mind. Unless you go for 10 years and you're just losing horribly, then of course. But that's never going to happen with the way McVay coaches, I don't think.
GS just said if the Rams lose, I'm burning my jersey in the grill. I don't know about that.
Bake says, I want to troll, but I like Stanford, actually, and McVay. Would get snatched up by every single team in the league. That guy is a special type of... Yeah, he's an incredible... I've said this before. I've heard him in person say some stuff, and it makes you want to run through a brick wall. But wow, we got the haters in the chat now, not a negativity in the chat. Let's turn the page and let's see what our playoff predictions are looking like, Josh. I'll let you go back to yours here, and we can pull yours up. I don't think I can get a bigger screen. It doesn't matter either way. So here we go. Here is Josh's playoff bracket. This is the full bracket laid out, and right now, the Rams are not looking like the number one Super Bowl contending team. I'll at least admit that with the way they played in that second quarter. But the Rams are we're expecting as a Rams channel and as Rams fans expect the Rams to get there, right? And so put that aside for anyone who wants to hate in the chat right now. Other games you have, Josh, around the league. What are you thinking?
So I went over my wild card predictions already. Divisional round, I have the Texans beating the Broncos. I think the Broncos are one of the biggest fraudulent one seeds of all time. I do not trust that offense whatsoever going up against the Texans defense. I know it's in Denver, and as a Lakers fan, I've seen Lakers Nuggets playoff series too many times where Denver is just a tough place to play, but I do have the Texans. Patriots, Jags. I got the Jags, man. I'm all in on this Jaguars team. I think they're playing well. Trevor Lawrence wearing the grills mid-game. Gonna.
Is he gonna wear? He's not wearing a grill mid-game. No way.
I hope he does.
No way.
If he does, you know how many aura points that is. If he does, like he's winning the game with the grills in. I hope he wears the grills mid-game. I want to see that. I think the Jaguars have the better defense. Coaching, I do think the Patriots have the advantage in Mike Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think the Jaguars have a more well-rounded team, especially with adding Jacoby Myers at the trade deadline. And now we go to the NFC second round. With the way my bracket fell, I have the Rams and Bears. I think the Rams do beat the Bears. I know it's going to be in Chicago. That's going to be a cold game. But that Chicago defense, if they're not getting turnovers, they're not good.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Caleb sometimes looks great. Sometimes looks pretty bad. So it depends what Caleb you get.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rams and then Seahawks, Niners. I do think the Seahawks beat the Niners. I just don't think the Niners will have enough defensively to stop them. Although I could totally see this being a Sam Darnold not good game. And then they just lose. But I do have the Seahawks beating the Niners there. And in my AFC Championship game, I have an AFC South matchup between the Texans and Jaguars. I do have the Jaguars representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. Duval going into the Super Bowl there for the first time in their franchise's history. I'm keep saying it. I love this Jaguars team. I just think they have the most well-rounded team in the AFC right now, and I think no one really believes in them.
I don't.
I think they're using that as motivation.
Yeah. I definitely do not have I'm not confident in Jacksonville. And it's not that they're a bad team. They're playing super well. Liam Cohen coaching them really well and everything. And Trevor Lawrence has been playing amazing football. All of that is true. And I don't want to just be negative about Jacksonville because they're Jacksonville. But I think when I see a team that doesn't play well for a couple years in a row, you know, maybe had a playoff run there and whatever, but they haven't played well for a few years in a row, then all of a sudden turn it around and they have an amazing season. I don't think then I can be 100% confident that they're going to continue that success in the playoffs. It's like growth, you know, you grew. Okay, you played really well in the regular season. Now the playoffs hit, and I think the reality is going to hit a little bit. Maybe talent all around, full roster wise, isn't necessarily the best in terms of what's in the playoffs right now, and that's why I don't believe in Jacksonville.
I think it is up there with the best.
It's good. But
I think they have a better overall roster than the Bills, and I don't think it's particularly close.
No, I agree with you there. But I do credit Josh Allen's been there, done that, and I think he knows this is.
What has Josh Allen done?
This is only chance. Been in the playoffs. He's played some playoff games.
Cool.
He probably should have beat the. I mean, let's be kind of. You're really not gonna act like a 13-second Patrick Mahomes superhero game isn't like that's on Josh Allen.
What about the game against the Bengals when he threw 3 interceptions?
No, I get it. Like I said, I've just seen him be Superman at times as well, and that's why I like what Josh Allen does.
But I'm going to keep saying it. He almost lost to Skylar. Skylar Thompson outplayed him in that playoff game, by the way. He did.
I'm not saying that the Bills are perfect either. I really don't know what.
The Bills haven't won a road playoff game since 1992.
That's what people say.
Why is that all of a sudden going to change? I do not think Sean McDermott's a good coach. I think they should have fired him years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I hear you. I'm not, and I will say this.
Lose this game, I think he's out.
And I will say this: I'm not confident in my picks at all on my bracket. We'll talk about it in a second. But I want to see anyone else chatting in on what Josh put up on his bracket. Carlos is just hating, going crazy on the Rams right now. But Big says, brother, Jags in Foxborough. You think Jacksonville can beat the Patriots in New England? I do think weather is a thing that I consider heavily at these times of year. And it's not because that's 100% like fact is what's going to happen. But I do think Jacksonville, a warmer weather team, going to New England at this time of year, it's a huge difference. And I think that will have some effect on this football game. But I'm also not necessarily a believer in Patriots and what the Patriots have going on either. So that's where I'm at.
I'm not either. And then
as
the
well.
NFC side, obviously, I got the Rams Seahawks. I do have the Rams beating the Seahawks in a close game there in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, let's take
And
a
then
look.
Super Bowl, I have the Rams over the Jaguars. I think in a close game, but I tend to lean to the better overall roster, which I do think is the Rams. And I have 609 points in total being scored in the playoffs as my points pick. So if you divide 609 by 13. No, that's not what I meant. Yeah, 609. No, it was 609.
Yeah, I didn't officially.
Oh, no, yeah, it was 609 divided by 24. So you get an average of around 24-ish points overall scored by each team, which I think is a pretty fair average there. So I have 609 points being scored the whole playoffs. As we do have the second half getting underway here.
Yeah, I think let us know your conversations around Josh's bracket down below in the comment section. I'm sure everyone has different brackets in their own ways. And so if you guys have different teams you believe are going to win or lose, or who's going to be the Super Bowl matchup, or maybe you say the Rams make it there, maybe you say the Rams don't make it there because you're a hater, whatever. Let us know down below in the comment section. Hey, trade on Kalshi. Why not you trade on Kalshi? Use code, let's put it up for you guys actually right now. Use code Digest NFL, trade on Kalshi, download the app, link in the description. And you guys can go ahead and get $20 off your first $100 you trade and make some picks and let us know who you think is going to win the Super Bowl.
Yes,
and,
well, Jay Villain
get a chance to make some money off of it.
Yes. When the Rams lose today, we'll be saying the same thing. My AFC wouldn't change. But
Obviously,
if the Rams do lose today, then obviously I'd be wrong.
Obviously, we're wrong. But let's see if the Rams can win this football game. Stafford?
Yes, Stafford back to pass, 1st and 10. Nearly picked, but actually broken up there.
Just great coverage.
Jackson, who he had the pick 6 actually against the Rams.
Yeah.
In their first meeting.
Yeah, great coverage.
Davante had that all the way down.
Great coverage. Davante Adams make a nice little move there. Coverage is there. Makes the catch, does Davante, but just kind of still trying to grab that ball. Jackson gets his hand in there and just forces it out of the hands of Davante. That's a great play by a cornerback.
That was a great play by the corner. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Some pressure. Stafford throwing off his back foot. Oof. And that probably should have been intercepted by J.C. Horn. Incomplete. Yeah. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Stafford got some air under the football there. Don't love to see that as he had some pressure in his face. Try to throw it up to Davante. Back-to-back plays now, and Davante can't make it happen. So 3rd down and long. Rams are in serious danger here of starting this second half out not an ideal way. And the Panthers are changing things up on defense. Talk about second half adjustments. So far, back-to-back, great adjustments as Stafford did not see that blitz coming.
No. That was a good, clean hit on the quarterback, too. 3rd and 10. Davante Adams only 1 catch on 5 targets. Stafford, low to Davante, incomplete. That's a clear incomplete pass, Mike Jackson. Don't try.
Yeah, so 6 targets so far in this football game to Davante Adams, and he only has 1 catch for 14 yards. So Davante, and I'm not blaming Davante at all, by the way. Stafford and him just not on that same page. It almost is giving the beginning of the season vibes, you know, when they were trying to get back on the same page and they just couldn't make it happen. And for some reason, it's back to that right now so far in this football game. Rams quick 3 and out. Took 15 seconds off the clock so far.
That was nearly blocked, by the way. They do have to catch the punt. Etienne's already muffed 1.
Oh,
I actually almost muffed it again.
He did bobble it a bit. And look, I'm starting to feel the nerves a bit. How are you feeling, Josh? I'm starting to feel it in my gut.
I've felt nerves from the moment this game kicked off. Because it's the playoffs. Yeah. I don't know why everyone else predicted a blowout. Again, the ball hit him in the face again, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why he had his hands like that the second time. Need to stop from TD. I agree. Rams are in deep trouble from TBD. I don't know about deep trouble because, again, you're not necessarily playing against an elite team, but you're definitely in some form of trouble here. That I do agree with. As I'm supposed to go to a watch party for the night game after this, and if we lose, it'll be tough for me to go.
Definitely.
I'm gonna get destroyed if we lose this.
I'm having group chats popping off already talking smack about the Rams in my text. So let's see. Bryce Young rolling to his left.
1st down. He's gonna run, and actually, he probably should have tried to go for the 1st down there. Probably could have gotten it, but it's gonna be a 2nd down and 1 as he slides just before the marker. But Bryce Young running all over you once again to start off the second half.
Yeah, TBD says starting to feel like the Rams will choke, and Ya says Rams are choking already. I don't want to say that, but I will say it's starting to feel a little scary. Starting to feel a little scary here for
Yeah,
this Rams team. They got turned around quickly to make me feel confident again.
they do. They do. I will give credit to Bryce Young. He had a terrible start to the game, but ever since the end of the first quarter, he's looked a lot better.
Yeah, we talked
Second
about
and 1. Chuba, not going to be denied, going to get the first down going up the middle.
he rolls a dice,
Don't
points
really
for
know why
first
he
down.
celebrated a 5-yard run, but it's okay.
But I was going to say, you talked about with Bryce Young, and earlier we had the question from Jacob on a donation and said, is Bryce Young a franchise guy? Well, this is where franchise quarterback comes into play. He has a bad start to the game, doesn't look great, and then all of a sudden has now confidently turned his team around, leading his team to a comeback here. So you got to give him credit. He's looking like a franchise quarterback right now, the way he's carrying himself.
He is. 1st and 10. Some pressure. That ball looked like it was tipped when he threw it incomplete. Good play from the defense. Bloodhounds saying we need AD to walk down that tunnel. Wouldn't be mad at Aaron Donald coming in, but
Bryce,
I highly doubt that's going to happen here.
Bryce Young, by the way, laughing with some of the Rams defenders there after that incomplete pass, nearly sacked. So, that stuff to me is where the franchise quarterback, gene comes into play. He looks confident. His team was down by 3 in a playoff game, and they're a huge underdog at home, and he's laughing. He's laughing in the third quarter down by 3. I think that is showing a lot of confidence in the young quarterback.
It is. 2nd and 10 from the 28. 2 seconds left on the play clock. They get it off.
Rams bring a blitz.
Pressure, all-out blitz. Bryce Young rolls out to his right, throws it away incomplete. Nothing he can really do there.
Nothing you could do there. 3rd and 10 here. This is where the Rams have been killed in the past versus the same exact Carolina Panthers team. You got to get off the field right here. And by the way, I know a lot of people are saying the Rams look iffy and whatever. Again, if the Rams get a stop here, their offense turns around and they win the game, 40-21, is everyone really going to still be hating on the Rams? I don't think so. So let's just wait and see how this game turns out. The Rams still got a shot here.
Yeah.
Gotta get a stop on this 3rd and long.
3rd and 10.
Show blitz here from the Rams D-line.
Yes, I like that call. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Might need to call a timeout already if you're the Panthers. They get it off. Good protection. Young over the middle.
Wow.
And that is going to be, for now, caught by Ted McMillan. I'd like to see a replay on that, though, to be sure.
Yeah, he's pointing, but I don't know. He did look that confident in that catch. I got to make sure we see the replay. No, Rams defenders are arguing it, really.
I think Bryce Young on, let's see.
I would have liked to see more pressure.
I can't tell. It's a bad angle.
Yeah. I would like to see more pressure from the Rams D-line, too. Didn't get
another bad angle. Can we see a good angle, please, Fox?
I think he caught that ball.
I'm assuming he caught it because we didn't see another replay, but yeah, that was a great play there. 1st and 10 now from the 49. Handing off to Hubbard up the middle. And Hubbard breaking some tackles before Cam Curl gets to him. Going to pick up about 4.5, 5. So the Panthers moving down the field here pretty efficiently.
Yeah,
on this drive.
3rd and 10 conversions is killing the Rams, and you cannot allow this to keep going. This is how the Panthers have been winning games. This is how they became a playoff team. They got lucky. Obviously needed some help to make the playoffs, made the playoffs, and this is why they are here. They keep 3rd down conversions, 4th down conversions. The Panthers have been doing a great job all year long, and they continue it here.
Yes, they do. 2nd and 5 from the 48 and a half.
Give me a sack here.
Yeah, like a sack. Run it to Hubbard. Going to gain barely anything. Great stop there from Homer Spates and Desjuan Johnson.
Another chance to get off the field. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, another chance to get off the field.
Got to make it happen. Jay Villain says
this might be 2-down territory for the Panthers.
Maybe. Jay Villain says the Rams lost 2 of 3 and are playing like they're going to lose 3 of 4. I hear you, Jay Villain. That's how they're playing right now. Can they turn it around? That's what we're hoping for. Manuel says, dang, after that 1st down conversion. Ya says Rams pass defense ain't looking so good. Not at all. They haven't been looking good all year long.
No. Rams had a great first quarter looking average since, I would agree. 3rd and 5.
This stop. Need this stop. Oh, Brighton Fisk, what are we doing?
It's incomplete anyway, so
penalty.
That looks like Braden Fisk went off.
Yeah, encroachment, penalty. The Rams defense.
Just saying, as a Broncos fan, I'm more worried about the AFC bracket, but need the Rams to beat Seattle. I mean, yeah, I know you have bad memories as a Broncos fan against Seattle.
Rams team is just, again, going back to shooting themselves in the foot. And I think you're starting to feel the energy of this team. Talk about momentum. The Panthers look confident. They're smiling. They're laughing. They're celebrating 5-yard gains. And the Rams, on the other hand, are Braden Fisk, head down, a little frustrated, hands on his hips because, dang, we're really not playing really well right now.
No, 6 penalties for the Rams.
And it's not
2 for the Panthers.
It's not what they've been doing the last couple of weeks, even when they've been playing badly.
1st and 10. Hand off to Hubbard again. Going to be a gain of about 3 running up the middle.
The flags haven't really been a concern in this Rams stretch of games where they're not playing well. They just haven't been playing good, consistent football. But right now, these penalties are killing the Rams. TBD says, someone call 911. The Rams are dying. A lot of game left. At this point, just win, right? At this point, just win. Dave says this is B. Manuel says that's first offside Brandon Fisk that I know or could be wrong. Yeah, I can't remember the last time he was offside that way.
2nd and 6 from the 44 and a half, 43 and a half.
A screen pass.
Screen to Hubbard. Oh. Hubbard going to be close to a first down because he's not down yet. I think he is going to get that. Emmanuel Ford was trying to punch the ball out last second, but can't.
Yep. Gets a first down on that one. Bake says, y'all got up 10 and acted like the game was over. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty confident. The Rams were going to continue to dominate this football game. And like Shadow says, should be 24-14, 27-14 right now. It should easily be that as a score. And the Rams are instead only up by 3. So not ideal at all.
Sorry, B. Jizzle, for reminding you about the Super Bowl. That was not intentional. First and 10 from the 35. Hubbard kind of trips over Cam Carlo. Actually helps him gain another yard there. Not capitalizing on the ATM fumble was a big setback. Oh, yep. If you kicked the field goal, you would have capitalized.
Well, right now the Panthers are already in field goal range pretty clearly, so they can easily tie this game or take the lead. Rams defense, Chris Shula, hands on his knees. He is trying to figure out what he can do to slow down this Panthers pass attack.
Yes, he is. As Anthony is saying, he can't beat Philadelphia playing like this. Still, he got to beat the Niners first. You got Kevin Patullo as your coordinator. You got to worry about that. 2nd and 8. Hubbard again up the gut. Not going to gain much there. Going to be another gain of about 2. 3rd and 6. Again, chance for the Rams to take it off the field, but hold them to 3 here.
Yeah, holding them to 3 is the goal. Turnover would be super clutch and make you feel a little differently, but the Rams just got to get a stop.
TBD is saying was going to take the Panthers in points. This game is making Philly look like the best team in the NFC. No. Seattle is definitely better than Philly.
Yeah.
Again, with Kevin Patullo as your coordinator, I just can't trust you in the playoff game. 3rd and 7. Bryce Young from the 32. Screen pass to the tight end. Great tackle from Forbes right to Landman. Going to be 4th and 3.
This could be 4-down territory. I think if you're the Panthers, I would just take the 3 points to tie the game and make yourself feel like you're back. But if they want to win this game and feel like they can win this game, this will actually take the heart out of this Rams defense if you convert. But it looks like they're going to go ahead and just say high five to the offense. Let's kick a field goal. Let's tie this football game.
I do agree with this decision here. Something we should have done.
Anthony says, you trust Darnold? I mean, do you trust Jalen Hurts right now this year? Again, I know he's done it before in the past, but they're not playing that well in offense. That's the concern.
46-yarder. And that's going to be good. I thought that was going to miss for a second.
Well, 0-0 game.
Tie the game, 17-17 here midway through the 3rd quarter.
Not what you wanted to see for the Rams. You wanted to see them come out and dominate this football game so you could feel confident again in this team. But overall, I think, again, just win, and you can figure this stuff out next week. Anthony says,
saying, I trust Sam Darnold. Well, I don't. I trust the Seahawks team as a whole because you have Clinton Kubiak over Kevin Patullo.
It's also
That's
just
really why.
It's also just the Seahawks are in another week, and the Eagles could not
didn't
be.
Have a bye. Sure, they rested their players, but they did not have a bye.
Nothing to
Philly has
prove.
nothing to prove. Everyone else does. I mean, yeah,
Sure.
that's true. But
Yeah.
at the same time, that doesn't make them better because they have nothing to prove.
If they lose, I mean, I'm sure a lot of Philly fans like you yourself, I'm sure sounds like a Philly fan. You'd probably be pretty sad if they lost to
Well,
San
Kevin
Fran.
Tulo would be fired, so they might be happy.
Yeah, but you lose in the wild card, you're not going to be ecstatic about that. Plus, what does AJ Brown do if you guys lose in the wild card as well?
He's going to read his book. He'll be okay.
Does he request a trade? I mean, it's a lot of messiness going on. Even though they did win the Super Bowl, and give him credit for that. Lot of could be a messy situation in Philly if they lose this weekend.
Ya says Rams should dismantle this team. I heavily disagree.
The Rams team is good. They're really good. Just not playing good. And that sounds
no. I mean, what are you going to do?
Funny to
who
say.
are you dismantling? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find a new quarterback at some point. Stafford is obviously.
I mean, that's not really dismantling the team. Like, you keep Puka, you keep Kyren, you keep Corum.
Yeah.
You keep Verse, like you keep who are you really dismantling?
Yeah.
AJ will leave regardless, I think, from Anthony.
Andres says 0-0 the playoffs. F it, let's effing go. Yeah, Andres. Yeah, and this is the thing, man. Like, it's in these chats, in this live stream, this always happens to us. We get a lot of haters in the chat. A lot of people who are not Rams fans joining a Rams channel, which is always crazy. But fine, you're here. Like the channel at least while you're here. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're already here. But you're in a playoff game and it's a tie game, and the Rams have made plenty of mistakes. You're not down 14. If we're sitting here down 14, I'm pretty upset, right? And the Rams are in a tie game. I'm still nervous about how they're playing. Let's turn it around. Let's have a fire drive right here. Let's go ahead and Andres says, why are they forcing it to Adams? Yeah, let's go ahead and force it to Puka, if anything, right now. And you can find Devontae in the red zone. But right now, let's go ahead and just kind of get the tight ends involved. Where are they at? Keep the running backs involved. They're kind of not really doing much. And so let's get this win, and that's it. That's all we need right now. Let's get this win turned around right here on this drive. Over 400 people in the chat, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Please do us a favor and listen to Manuel. Yes. Like the stream, even if you hate us. Like the stream if you hate us. Like the stream if you love us. Either way.
And share the stream as well.
Either way.
Press the little share button.
Either way.
Like saying Philly lost to Denver up 17 in the fourth and lost to the Giants. Yeah, I fully agree. I fully agree. Philly is not an elite team.
Ben,
the defense is great.
Yeah, defense is really good. Defense is really good. Bandito says, fire Chris Shula. Hey, you might not have to fire him. He might just get another job somewhere else. Even if the Rams lose.
Saying, hate to say it, there aren't many Rams, more SF/Dallas fans. There's Dallas fans everywhere. Niners, I mean, it is weird. Well, a lot of people from the Bay Area moved to LA too.
Oh.
For whatever reason, like it is different.
Ronnie Rivers, solid little return there for the Rams. The Rams get the football back. 14 net yards since there's 137 remaining in the second quarter. The Rams have not really had much chance on offense since then. I don't know why they're even saying they only had 14 yards, because they only had the ball once, and it was a 3-and-out, 0 yards there. But, the Rams got to turn things around right here on this drive. Here's an opportunity. 7:23 to go in the third quarter. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Ball at the 30. Rams house, Bloodhound, I agree. Stafford handoff to Kyren up the middle. Going to pick up a few yards there.
Panthers had their fun. The Panthers have had their fun, and they feel confident that this game is tied. Let's rip their hearts out. Let's score here, get a stop, score again, and let's do it again and again and again to finish this game.
Your score pick could still happen. 35-17.
Yeah, we could have the Rams dominate the rest of this game from here.
Well, it's my 24-17 is still in play as well.
100%. 6:55 to go. Clock is ticking. 2nd and 7 for the Rams.
Stafford not running for that first down when it was fourth was awful from TBD. I agree. I said it.
I don't know if he would have made it.
And he didn't take it. 2nd and 7. Nice pickup blocking.
Stafford
really overthrown to Puka. That also probably should have been picked.
Could have been complete. Could have been caught there. No, but maybe a little overthrow. We had that overthrow. Maybe a safety could have dove for that ball. But I will say Stafford to start this game, he was 8 for 9, and now he's 10 for 21. Awesome. And the pressure now from Carolina, it's there. It's in his face. I mean, the Rams sent Kyren to cover a blitzer, and still Stafford had to get that ball out kind of quick with a guy in his face. A little upset with himself that he slight overthrow on that one for sure. But again, I think that pressure affected things. So the pressure on Stafford is what is getting to this team as Panthers defender.
Down for the Panthers.
Panthers linebackers down right now as it currently sits. Jerome says Rams house all day. Yeah, Rams house all day, every day. Whether you're losing or you're winning, Rams house either way. Tied up right now.
Yes.
Bloodhounds of Stafford got too much on his throws, a little bit. This is what happens when he plays a little bit tense and tight, and that happens at times. He throws, when he throws a pick or something, that's what happens. And right now, I don't think that's the case. I think he's just trying to make something happen for this offense because he knows that it's on his shoulders, and right now he's not making it happen.
No, he's not making it happen whatsoever, and just nothing really going right for the Rams right now. And unfortunately, you got to try to find a way to change it up here. As we have an interesting ad here for a new movie looking kind of interesting, actually. It's rare I pay attention to commercials, but
I gotta get back. I have AMC A-list. I don't go to the movies nearly enough. If you don't
gotta
know,
go. You have A-list. You gotta go.
I go a lot. Trust me, I go a lot. I go a lot more than the average person. But before the pandemic, I had AMC A-list, and I was going every single week. I was going at least once a week, every week, and I want to get back to that. Watch a random movie, random day. Got to get back to it for sure.
B. Jizzle saying, I'm a fan of the NFL, so even if I'm not a Rams fan, I like watching games and usually watch channels I enjoy. Good commentary. Thank you, B. Jizzle. Appreciate it. TBD saying, looks like the Rams have quit.
Disagree.
No. Again, I think you're just coping.
Giron, you know who did quit?
For the Ravens quitting on.
You know who did quit
like
TBD?
7.
The Ravens quit. Jerome says.
They didn't quit in the last game.
Well, they quit now because they're on the couch right now. Jerome says Isaac Bruce getting the nod for the Hall of Fame. Yeah, definitely.
I thought he was already in.
To see that. Yeah. That's why I think he's saying.
I think Isaac Bruce got anything years ago.
I don't know, actually.
I know it's Torrey Holt's on the ballot. I know that. I think Isaac Bruce is already in.
Jay Villain says Stafford is puckering a little bit right now. He's not really.
A little bit.
Not really looking smooth out there.
Puka will win it for us. I hope he does.
Darnold hasn't yet met the moment. Talking about Sam Darnold, Yah says. In the playoffs, we definitely got to see him turn things around a bit. Oliver says, because of COVID, we don't have our movie theater over here is gone and did not survive COVID. Wow. Where are you from, Oliver?
Man, that's awful.
Where are you from? Because obviously we're in Los Angeles. There are thousands of movie theaters out here. So where are you from, Oliver, that you guys don't have your local theater anymore? That's really tough to hear that. What's the closest movie theater to you? Like, how long would you have to drive to get there? Oh, over here in Hawaii, our movie theater not survived COVID. Wow. Okay, we're back with the Rams game.
Yes, we are. 3rd and 7 from the 33. Stafford changing up the play.
Yeah, I see some blitzers off the edge there. Wants to make sure he's ready for it. Should be ready.
Stafford throwing over the middle. Caught by Devontae with some more yards after the catch brought down by former Ram Christian Roseboom. There we go. 3rd and Devontae. Rams stay on the field.
Yeah, Stafford drops back to pass, called out the blitz, still takes his time throwing the football right over the middle to Davante Adams. Got some pep in his step after that throw. I think he was a little tense, and now getting that 3rd down conversion on Roseboom to Davante Adams. You like where you're at. Rams 1st down, tie game. Let's make it happen. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
535 people watching, by the way.
Hey,
the stream.
Like the stream.
1st and 10, blitz picked up. Stafford, sidearms, Puka, incomplete.
I didn't know where the ball went. The ball disappeared on my screen. But
yeah,
Roseboom
for me too, actually.
Roseboom in coverage on Puka Nacua, and obviously you kind of like that matchup if you're the Rams, but they don't make it happen.
Yeah,
2nd and 10 instead, and the pressure continuing to be all up in the face of Matthew Stafford, nearly roughing the passer again, hands to the face mask, and then Stafford again, same hand, hurts it again. He's grabbing at it, and just looks like he's in pain on that throwing arm. He's still slinging the football around.
Yeah, he is. Second and 10. Stafford short over the middle to Kyren. Can't break the tackle. Good tackling there by the Panthers. Going to be 3rd down and medium here for the Rams. This might be 4th down territory for them now as well. Where's the flag? There's no flag there, Bloodhound. I'll be honest. His arm hit the other arm. That's not a flag. Y'all stressed. I feel as a Seattle sports fan, especially the Mariners. I was rooting hard for the Mariners in the playoffs. I'll be honest, I was. I mean, hey, you had your best season in a while. The Mariners going up right now. 3rd and 5, though.
Huge game. Huge play here. Huge play.
Yes, 3rd and 5 from the 48.5. Stafford going towards the sideline.
Oh, my goodness. Davante Adams.
Is that not a flag?
Davante Adams targeting for sure on this play. He was absolutely
There we go. There's a
drilled.
flag. Thank you. That is a flag.
My goodness. Devontae Adams drilled on this play.
You got to take him out.
My goodness. I mean, wow. And maybe this wakes up the Rams. Maybe this wakes you up and say, let's take care of business. These guys are being disrespectful out here. That's an NFL Hall of Famer that they just disrespected. Adams makes a great catch and just gets absolutely leveled by the safety. And they're going to have to call targeting here. I think that helmet to helmet, I don't know. I mean,
He actually didn't catch that, but that will be a penalty.
If I'm a Panthers fan.
That's a penalty. That's helmet to helmet. That is a clear penalty.
Yeah. Helmet straight to the face mask. I mean, Adams could have caught that if he didn't get a helmet to his face
he does
mask.
Catch that. If he doesn't get the helmet to helmet, that probably is a catch.
Problem here is got blood on his tongue as well.
Yeah, if you're gonna make sure the jaw's okay.
He's gonna have to go to the locker room. But yeah, I mean, crazy hit by Scott, the defender, and that's a flag. So the Rams.
They're not ejecting him, actually. They're keeping him in the game.
I think that's fair.
Going to say it's unnecessary roughness.
I think that's fair. That's fair. It's playoffs. It's playoffs. He didn't necessarily try to lead with the helmet. It just happened to get the helmet to the face mask.
Yeah, that is a clear flag. I better not see any chat saying that's not a flag. That is a flag for any team, anywhere. Anytime.
Anthony said, disrespected him, question mark. Yeah, you disrespect a legend by putting your helmet in his face. I think that's disrespectful.
Yeah, it is disrespectful. I remember Nick Scott versus the Niners. Yeah, he was good in that game.
Yeah. Even last time the Rams played the Panthers, he had a pretty good game, I think.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 29.5. Going to run it to Kyren. Bounces out. Actually gets dragged forward there.
The one thing I will say about this Panthers team is that they're playing very physical, obviously, with that hit to the helmet of Devontae. They're physical on the D-line. They're physical. Their corners are being very physical. You saw just a couple plays ago, Roseboom in coverage being physical on Puka Nacua. I mean, this is a very physical defense right now, and they're playing really, really well on all cylinders on defense. The Rams still driving, though.
Yes. Adams is soft. I highly disagree with that. Do you want to get hit in the head?
He also got up.
2nd and 6. Parkinson just dropped that.
Yeah.
That is not a fumble. That is an incomplete pass.
Bad play call in my mind right there. I mean, Stafford even saw it. It was just kind of all over that screen pass from the tight end. Don't love the call, but 3rd and 6. Here we go. Manuel says
with a $1.99 donation. Thank you. That hit just said it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yes. It definitely did.
Even though it is an illegal one, they're going to call a flag on it. It definitely feels like it's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. These teams are going to go all in for this win. And let's see if the Rams score 7. 3 wouldn't feel that good.
No, 3rd and 6. Although I think here you got to just take points. I don't think that was a low snap. 3rd and 6. Stafford going for the end zone. Terrible ball.
That point just looked and hoped that Puka beat the one-on-one coverage, even though he didn't. Still threw the football up. Great coverage there from Jackson.
Mike Jackson. Great
all
coverage. Puka slipped a little bit.
It's all over Puka.
Yeah, but I just don't think Puka gets there regardless. It's not a great thrown ball either by Stafford.
Yeah.
At this point, you got to kick here. I think you just got to take some points.
Yeah, you got to take the points here. And again, it's going to be a battle. Like Josh called at the beginning of the game, I think. It's going to be a playoff battle. This is not going to be...
My score prediction will be officially out the window because the Rams getting 24 is highly unlikely.
2 safeties is possible.
Hey, maybe. Mevis, 2nd kick of the game. Going to be right down the middle. Nice to see Harrison Mevis having a good game, though.
Yeah, definitely. He's making his kicks. He's going right down the middle for the most part. I think once had a little bit of a shaky one. But Yah says at 8 and 9, Panthers shouldn't be in the playoffs. And the Rams shouldn't let them be in this game, right? And the Rams are allowing them to hang around in this football game. Very dangerous for the Rams right now. And TBD says awful play call. Sure, in this offense, even though they did move down the field there and score 3, didn't look perfect there either. So, again, kick is good. You're up by 3. You take a win. You take your points. But right now, the Rams are in a little bit of a dogfight versus the Panthers.
Yes, they are. They are. And it is the playoffs. It is. So you expect it to be closer. But there's a lot of points left on the board. Puka with that drop. You gotta catch that ball. Yeah. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Have to catch that ball. Obviously, Stafford had a chance to run it on 4th down. Or you just kick. And you get some points there. 32 Blue says, "Go Panthers." Does anyone want to bet? If you trade, make sure to trade on Kowski using code DigestNFL. You get $20 when you trade your first 100. Yeah, it's not a great spot for the Rams to be in right now. At the end of the third quarter, you're only up 20 to 17 after dominating for the first quarter and a half. The Panthers have looked a lot better the last quarter and a half. Bryce is feeling it, Smoke. I definitely agree. Bryce is feeling it. McVay is melting before my eyes. Don't really know about that.
Sometimes I think the problem with like the way we talk about teams and when we're watching this, like we're not really acknowledging that the Panthers are a professional football team that's also trying to win this game, and their defense is playing really well. I mean, give them the credit. Like Stafford's not just gonna, if he's not just like missing guys on the field, and Puka's not just wide open dropping balls at the right. I mean, these guys are just getting covered, and the play calls aren't working, and the pressure is going coming to the middle on Stafford. We got another donation from TBD, says $5. If it's close in the fourth, the Rams will choke. The Rams D is awful and soft as it gets. Can't really disagree with you saying the Rams defense is a question mark, but if it's close in the fourth, I always go back to quarterback, and Stafford is the better quarterback. He's not playing like it right now, but he is the better quarterback, and I'm going to trust the MVP Stafford to win a close one. But Carlos says Rams are done. A lot of time on the clock left. I disagree.
Yeah, there's a lot of time.
If they're done for you, though, Carlos, you can go ahead and keep watching the stream, but you can maybe stop chatting it up every single 2 seconds the Rams are losing.
Yeah, well, Carlos, the Rams have been done for Carlos since week 1.
Yes. Every week the Rams are done with you. So
I still think Carlos is AI. I still believe that. Xavier Legette on the return down the right side makes a move.
Oh.
Can't break free from that tackle. I think it was Tanner Engel who got him down. Nice tackle made there by Tanner Engel. Peter saying, guys, Puka didn't drop the ball. He didn't get his head around any receivers in the house. Well, he still dropped it.
You're right, though. I understand what you're saying. Like, he got his head around like at the last second, but you're a professional receiver in the NFL in a playoff game. Your team needs you to come up with a catch, and the ball hits you in the chest or in the hands, and you don't catch it. That's a drop. And I think every NFL receiver would agree with that.
Yes.
Carlos says everything I said was true. I mean, you said the Rams are done. You said that 7 weeks ago as well. If the Rams
18 weeks ago.
If the Rams win this game, how would it still be true what you're saying? That's the question. Carlos, by the way, thank you for replying to something we said, because you usually don't reply. Rod Smith says the ball got on Puka quick. It did. Still should have caught it. Carlos eats cereal with a fork.
Big
Panther says.
What would you do if you see someone eating cereal with a fork in public? What are you doing?
Calling the police, I think.
Yeah, I'm moving far, far away.
1st and 10. A penalty.
1st and 10 from the 41. There was a penalty.
Yeah, penalty must have helped him.
Dowdle Emmanuel Forbes decides to move him forward on the tackle there to give him a couple extra yards there on 2nd down.
Yeah, it must have been a penalty on special teams as the Panthers got nice.
Oh, Desmond Johnson. That's the penalty.
For no reason.
He headbutted him.
But by the way, that exact situation happened with a Panthers defender. And
they did not call
They didn't call anything. So I don't understand why that's getting called now, but sure.
This converse got y'all. Hopefully they do. 2nd and 4 from the 46. To Dowdle, Emmanuel Forbes, great tackle there. He actually collided with Nate Landman there, so hopefully Forbes is okay.
Yeah,
he is going to get up there, and he is limping a little bit, though.
Yeah, might have just had a little bit of a collision there from Emmanuel Forbes. Hopefully he's okay. 3rd and 4, huge 3rd down here for the Rams. The medical team would check in on Emmanuel Forbes. He did run to the sideline on his own power after that great tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Or at the line of scrimmage, so we'll see if he just needs some water and needs to catch his breath. We'll wait and see. But 3rd and 4, huge play for the Rams.
Big play.
Gotta get a stop.
3rd down and 4 from the 43-yard line. Nope, from the 48. Bryce Young looks incomplete. Nice play there by Roger McCreary. Break that up.
That's who we're talking about. You see Emmanuel Forbes have to go out with the injury. It might be McCreary that stepped in. Who knows? But Roger McCreary, the pickup at the trade deadline, had to go on IR immediately in coverage here. We said he had some capabilities. Bryce Young could have got that ball in a little bit to the further out for Legette, but still, McCreary able to catch up to Legette, knock that ball down. Incredible play. 4th and 4. Is Canales going for this? Or are they punting it?
Ooh, I do not think they should go for this.
4th and 4. Canales says, let's do it. Let's go for it here. They're 0 for 1 on 4th downs here in this game.
They are going to go for it.
Oh.
And Bryce Young does not get sacked. Byron Young still can't bring him down.
Oh.
And there's nobody over there. It's going to be a turnover on downs. I think that was a terrible call by the Panthers there. I think you got to punt that.
I think when your offense isn't necessarily going on all cylinders right there, you got to go ahead and punt that ball away. Maybe bring your offense out, try to fake the Rams to get a penalty, and then just punt it after delay of game. But they don't do that. They decide, let's just go for it. Braden Fisk nearly got a sack on Bryce Young. Doesn't make it happen. Byron Young stays in on the pursuit on the outside and forces Bryce Young to throw an incomplete pass. Smokes as Bryce is hard to catch. Yeah, Braden Fisk almost had him, but Bryce was able to get out of there. I like McCurry, Big says, lengthy and aggressive. Yeah, I do like McCurry as well, showing why the Rams traded for him at the deadline. Snowball says, Seahawks fan here, enjoying your stream. Rooting for the Rams for round 3 this season. Yeah, that's going to be really fun if the Rams can pull this game off. That'll be really exciting. We got to see what happens with the rest of the league because, by the way, don't forget, something I think is very realistic that could happen is if the Packers win and the Niners win, both in Philly and Chicago respectively, all of a sudden the Rams get a home game, right? So that changes the playoff picture big time. But GH says Panthers made mistakes there. Yeah, definitely made a mistake there. The Rams have to capitalize, though, because they have not capitalized on all the mistakes the Panthers have made so far. Floyd says turnovers on down. Let's go, Rams. Let's go, Rams. Rams fans, hit the chat right now. Like the stream. Like this stream if you like what you're seeing, by the way. And don't forget, while we have you guys here, if you guys are interested in trading on professional sports or actually anything and everything, whether that's elections, weather, all that good stuff, anything you can think of, download Kalshi with the link in our description right now on the live stream. You guys download Kalshi, use Digest NFL for your code. You get $20 if you trade your first 100. Do us a favor, download download Kalshi and use code Digest NFL.
Yes. Make sure to do that.
Jeff says, time to smoke, he says. Okay, Jeff.
Well, maybe it might be.
Do your thing. Yeah, says Niners going to lose. Well, yeah, I mean, I picked that. I predicted that for my prediction, but I'm just saying if the Niners won, then the Rams all of a sudden could get a chance at a home game. Andres says second half team. Yeah, I mean, the third quarter, start of the third quarter wasn't pretty, but yes, that is the hope here. They can finish this third quarter strong. It'd be nice.
As well, Dolphins fan here. Do you think we'll get Harbaugh? No.
No, not the Dolphins. It's so ugly right now, Miami, if I'm being honest with you. The situation.
I do think Harbaugh's waiting to see if the Bills or Packers fire their coaches if they do lose.
Yeah.
If one of those two gets opened up, I think he's immediately going to be like, yep, I'm going here. On first down, they run it to Corum on the left side. Corum stays on his feet. Yeah. Picks up about 6 yards there.
Ran into his teammate there. That slowed him down big time, but he was able to get a nice little gain there. 2nd and 4 for the Rams. And talking about Harbaugh, my last little thought for a second before we move on. Harbaugh, I wouldn't mind going to the Giants if I was him, but I don't love Dart in my mind. So if he doesn't like that route, maybe Harbaugh can go to Cleveland, right? Go to the AFC North rival. Why not? So I like Shador.
I would not. I'm staying. That's just a franchise I don't want to be associated with.
Shador, baby. Shador. I think Harbaugh could turn it around.
2nd and 4 from the 44. Stafford rolling out.
Great fake. Stafford, throw the ball away.
Takes the sack. Just not a good play there at all. Not even 3rd and long.
But it's 2nd and 4. Throw the ball out of bounds. What are you doing? Veteran quarterback. Been here before, done that before. It's supposed to be the reason why the Rams have the edge here. And Stafford's just trying to, I mean, what are you, 23? I mean, trying to dodge edge rushers and linebackers. Throw the ball out of bounds.
His knee actually lands on Stafford's helmet there. There's a Quisenberry pretty angry there.
3rd and 12 now. 28 dropbacks, 1 sack, 3 knockdowns for Stafford.
Yep, 3rd and 12. Now you're all the way back in Panthers territory. Stafford going. Intercepted by Mike Jackson. Once again.
Stafford is losing this football game for you right now. I mean, that is, I have nothing else to say about it. You take a sack on 2nd and 4 with nothing down the field. What are you trying to do? And then you go and throw a pick.
Yep.
I mean, that
was just completely underthrown. completely an underthrown ball. Stafford thinking about mattress eggs? Maybe.
Man, Stafford goes
Jerome
from.
saying Puka Nacua big boy time. Yeah, I mean, let's get the ball more to Puka. TD, I think he's
I mean, he's
hurt.
there. Stafford's there. I mean, Puka's there in the middle of the field,
Yeah, and then that's just underthrown. If
and
that's a better thrown ball.
Jackson's there. If you from Stafford's perspective, though, Jackson's just right in front of Devontae, so it's not like you thought Devontae beat him on the outside. I mean, that's where I would want to see one of his overthrows, right? He's been overthrowing it a couple times, and maybe his hand is bothering him. Maybe his finger's bothering him because he gets smacked a couple times. But Stafford, you might lose this football game for us if you don't turn it around right now.
Maybe. From the 38, Panthers, 1st and 10. Hubbard trying to get around Quentin Lake. Really can't. It's a good job there by Quentin Lake to bring him down. Adams was wide open. Disagree with that, Floyd.
Yeah, not wide open. No, Puka.
I mean, again, a better thrown ball.
Puka was wide open. Oh, tipped. It was tipped at the line. Oh no, they're showing some other replays. I'm about to say because I did not see it was tipped. But yeah, they're showing his replays. He got hit a couple times on his finger, and that seems to be bothering him. 187 says Lions Stafford is back. All right, let's relax on that.
I mean, Lions Stafford was never. I mean, he had nothing there.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not MVP Stafford right now. That I will say that.
No, 2nd and 9. Winning that two-headed monster running game in Green Manuel. Bryce Young is stepping up. And a great pass. Is that Jalen Coker again? It is. Jalen Coker in his 1st and goal, Panthers, running all the way up the field.
Yeah, and Dave says, this is sad. It looks like the last game now. And for some reason, the momentum on this team, the way this team is playing right now, I mean, Kobe Durant in coverage there just can't keep up with Coker. I kind of agree. Momentum is feeling awful right now. Momentum's feeling just like the Panthers are destined to win this game.
The group chat's going off right now.
Bloodhound says we're fooked. It looks like it, man.
Not yet. Not yet. Even if they score, you're not. I mean, Jalen Coker is just every time we play Jalen Coker. I didn't know who he was until the first game we played against him.
This is just not what I expected the Rams to look like, and I think that's what scares me. Right, the last few weeks of the season, you can say, okay, the Rams are struggling, but they're in the playoffs. They got a good game versus an 8-9 team. So let's go ahead and win that football game and move on, right? And maybe figure things out and turn it around and look like the best team in the league like you have been in the past. Right now, They're continuing to struggle. They're continuing to look pretty awful at times, flat out, just pretty awful at times. And Yah says McVay getting out coached. I mean, this Chris Shula seems to be getting out coached. And then you're talking about because you can even say the offense, right? The offense, that pressure all of a sudden on Stafford up the middle. The Rams can't really figure it out. So much so that Stafford's even throwing picks. And Stafford went from his adjustments in the first quarter to looking really, really good to now all of a sudden looking really, really bad.
Yeah, and real quick, I am going to take a very fast restroom break here. So stay tuned. Darius, do you hear the footsteps? Darius was not in chat the whole time while they were losing, and all of a sudden he's back.
Yeah, Darius waiting until the Panthers are creeping in here. But Darius, I will say, I am not pleasantly surprised, but I am very surprised in how well the Panthers have turned this around in this football game. I'm surprised they're playing really well. If you're a Panthers fan, like Darius is, I think you're feeling pretty good right now. Even if, you don't score here or whatever, or something crazy happens, you're feeling pretty good about how your team is playing right now. Manuel says, this is the playoffs, not easy offs. Yeah, I mean, you got to play. You got to play. Manuel, says, Rams have the top O in the league. Not looking like it right now. They're not playing like it right now. Michael says, if Stafford doesn't score this next drive, the Rams will lose. Yeah, I mean, right now, if the Rams can't get a stop, it's looking scary. Max says, my boy was the interim GM for the Dolphins until they hired Sullivan yesterday. He was kind of upset. Oh, the interim? Oh, interim. Will with the sad emoji. Scared? Yeah. I'm scared too, man. Darius is long way to go still. Yeah, if you're a Panthers fan, I'm sure you're still a little bit like, all right, it's not like we won this game yet, but the momentum is crazy. Carlos says McVay and his play calling again. Rod says it's time to wake up, play Rams football. Yeah, this is far from Rams football. Rams are winning. Second round monster says, yes, they are. They are winning, but they are not playing well. Yas is LA going to give Stafford the finger if he doesn't win this. Yeah, it might be the end of Stafford in LA if he does. Looking good on Kalshi for for me. Odds were insane. Yeah, I'm sure the odds were crazy. And by the way, if you guys want to be just like Darius and maybe earn some cash here on Kalshi, make sure you trade on Kalshi with our code DIGESTNFL. As Bryce Young rolls to his right here, ball is caught by Coker and unable to be brought down until Nate Landman absolutely lays out Coker. And they're going to call a flag on Nate Landman most likely for a targeting because he absolutely levels Coker out of bounds. And he may have had a helmet-to-helmet down in this play. We'll have to wait and see. But Coker catches the ball. He turns it around, looks up the field. Helmet. I don't know. Helmet to the chest.
Ooh.
Helmet to the chest.
I'm here now. I'm here. I was letting you finish the play, but yeah, that's close.
His helmet is down a bit, but it's in the chest.
I don't know if that's a flag.
I don't think it's a flag either.
That's close.
I don't know if that's a flag either, but all right. And look at McVay saying, what is that? What is that call? And they're going to say 1st and goal Panthers.
Yes, it's not what you want.
Everything going bad for the Rams. Everything going bad for the Rams.
Yes, it is. 1st and goal. Run it with Hubbard.
Touchdown.
And that's going to be close. Let's see what they give him. They are going to give him a touchdown for right now.
Oh, touchdown, Chuba Hubbard.
Because that is a penalty. Did Hubbard run into the ref, or did the ref run into him?
I think the ref ran into him. By the way, you had put some money down that Rico Dowdle will score a touchdown. So far, 2 touchdowns for Chuba. Carlos says, guys.
Okay. The group chat's going off right now. Because I'm friends with I have a lot of my friends, because from where I went to college, Megan, a lot of people who go to Southern California for college are from the Bay. So I know a ton of Niners fans. 3 Niners fans are supposed to be at the watch party I'm going to go to for the night game.
Yeah, here we go. The kick is going to be up right here to put the Panthers up by 4, and they do go up by 4. So I thought the Rams would come in, play Rams football, and dominate this game, get out of here healthy, looking good, and making everybody aware the Rams are back. But right now, the Rams are looking not back at all, far from back, to say the least. So Bryce Young leading this team to a comeback, confident. I told you he looked good the whole time. The coaching staff looked great for Carolina. They made adjustments when the Rams didn't, and I think that is what's hurting. We got a game, and that's the biggest thing. People are saying it's over. Rams are done. Game is still, there's still a lot of clock left. Right? The Rams can win this game.
There's still a lot of clock left, although now you're in a must score. You're in a must score.
Yeah.
Peter's saying this is now playing exactly like the last game. It is. The last game, Stafford had the ball at the end and then had a fumble. Stafford so far played turnover-free football, and then obviously at the end just
TD says
third with that bad ball to Devontae, I guess the interception.
TD says, yeah, Josh, that watch party might be brutal. I am the type of fan whether it's watching the Rams or for the most part, my team loses, right? Like I'm a fan who would much rather do that in the comfort of my own home, and I'm not gonna go anywhere tonight to watch the game.
Depend if I mean, yeah,
I'm a chill. I'm a chill at the house for sure today. Carlos says this season was a joke. Hey, season's not over yet. TBD says
TBD with the donation. I've said this before. Rams have quit on McVay.
I disagree.
I've said this before. The Ravens quit on Harbaugh.
I disagree, TBD.
That's just free ammo for you.
I disagree. I think things are going really wrong for the Rams right now, but Andres says, me too, I ain't tripping. We'll be fine. I think I'm tripping a little bit. I will be honest, Andres. I'm tripping a little bit. But if the Rams win, I don't care. The Rams win, I don't care what happens.
719 people in chat. This is, I think, the most we've ever had in chat.
Clap it up, like the stream. If you haven't liked it yet, please give us a like on the stream. Even if you hate us, even if you're rooting against the Rams, give us a like on the stream. Leave us with something. Russell says Rams suck. Just like the stream. That's all I care about. Manuel says chillax. We still have a fourth quarter to play. There's still game left. There still is game left. Manuel, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate you. Peter says love the positivity. Wish I could share it. Yeah. No, look, I'm nervous, man. I am not excited about this game.
I'm not saying we're for sure.
And I'm not proud. I'm not proud of how this team has played
if the Rams do win this game, is this a great win?
No, I mean, I'm not happy. I'm not ecstatic. I feel nervous about the Super Bowl run that I really believed in. But I will be honest. But going into this game, I truly was believing, not just because we're a Rams channel. I was truly believing the Rams could win this Super Bowl. And people were saying to me, "Oh, you think the Rams will have a chance to win?" I think yes. When the Rams play their best football, they have a shot. They have not played their best football in 5 weeks. At least.
No.
And that's what's hard.
Puka, make the Rams win, says Elijah. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I thought the Rams were going to win. I had this being a closer game just because it is the playoffs. As Ronnie Rivers with the return down to about the 33-yard line there. And now Matthew Stafford got to respond from a turnover. We've seen when one turnover happens in a lot of games, sometimes it does happen. We're seeing Carolina's comebacks. They trailed the Dolphins 17-0 in one. 4 wins after trailing. Only the Bears and Broncos have more. This is all according to Fox.
Yeah, this is what they do. I expected the Panthers to come in and not be ready for this game, but they were up for the challenge, and that's been the difference for sure. They're confident. They made the adjustments, and the Rams, again, have not. And so let's make it happen right now. A lot of people negative in the chat. Rams got to turn it around right here on this drive. 14:29 to go in this fourth quarter.
Yes, from the 33, 1st and 10. And around run to Puka, who gets around 7 yards there.
Yeah, lowers his shoulder into the linebacker. Great job from Puka to push his way through for a couple more yards there. The Rams trying to get a little creative there, having Puka in the run game. 2nd and 5. Stafford, again, he started this game 8 for 9 on the game. Started 6 for 6, actually, as well. Now 12 for 27. Horrific numbers right now for Matthew Stafford, the MVP, who will probably win MVP despite the result of this game because that doesn't matter. And it's not looking like he's the MVP right now.
No, he is not. 2nd and 5. Stafford going over the middle finds Devontae. As Devontae cuts back to the left, going to get out of bounds at the 39.5.
Come on, man.
Huge play
Come
for
on.
the Rams there. There we go.
There we go.
In the whole game.
Put your ones in the chat right now. First down, Rams. Ones in the chat. Put 17 in the chat for Devontae Adams getting involved. Right over the middle of the field. Wide open. Runs down the field. Gets a couple more yards. Running right across it. Looking good. Let's get Puka involved. Let's get Devontae involved. Where are the tight ends at? Kobe Parkinson. Then give me some action. Tyler Higbee. The run game. Let's show this offense what we've seen throughout the year.
Yes. 1st and 10 now for the Rams. Carolina's a physical team, and it's showing from Greg. I do agree.
I see a run here.
1st and 10 from the 39 to Kyren Williams, trying to go to the right. Not going to get much there.
Man, run to the left. Why run to the right? You got backup offensive lineman on the right-hand side. Run to the left. Use your starters. TD says 9s in the chat. We got 1s from TC. And 9s, I'm assuming, for Stafford. Love to see that. Ken says 1. Max says 17.
Yeah, just an interesting play call there to run to the right. Baked Panda saying INT, INT, INT. Every time Stafford throws it, I'm expecting an interception. I don't really think that's a fair judgment call. 2nd and 8. Stafford over the middle to Nacua. Puka's trying to fight. Not going to get the first down. It's going to be 3rd and a long one.
Yeah,
great. Short one, I should say.
Great little stutter step, though, to try to get himself as close to that first down marker as possible. Stafford in those 2 throws looking pretty good so far. So Rams offense coming alive just a little bit. Let's see it consistently here. 12 to go. Clock is ticking. 20-24. Rams are down by 4. This offense is humming just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't get too excited yet, but they are humming so far just a bit. 3rd and 1. Huge 3rd down. So far, 2 for 10 on the day.
Stafford looking to pass. Has time. Going deep for...
What the freak are you doing?
And Puka just saved an interception there, by the way.
What are we doing?
I mean, if you're going to throw it away, throw it away.
Throw it away.
Don't throw it up to the end zone.
Don't rainbow it to Puka Nacua and just pray. Miscommunication.
Puka's not ready for this ball at all, and just almost an interception for Nick Scott, the former Ram. Just not a... Again, another just bad... Was this a miscommunication? This is missed throw regardless. Puka, by the way, great defense there.
Stafford seems rattled.
4th and 1, you're going for it again. I mean, at this point, you might be able to just take 3 at this point.
I would hate to see a run up the middle here. I feel like it's going to happen.
I would too.
Rams due for a run up the middle with Kyren.
They get it, though.
My goodness.
I mean, that was way too close. They get it.
3rd and 1, I guess. Next time, just run up the middle twice in a row. Why not? All right?
Honestly, yeah.
At this point. Because Stafford is making me terrified right now.
Yeah, it is.
32 Blue says Rams.
The middle of the 2nd quarter has not looked good.
Rams suck. Drake May MVP. Too bad that MVP is a regular season award because this game.
We haven't seen Drake May play a playoff game yet either, so I don't want to hear anything from Patriots fans.
I'm rooting for the Chargers. LA, baby, in that game for sure.
Stafford going to run it to Kyren up the middle.
Hold on to that football.
I know, yeah. We're going for the ball. pickup of about 6.
Now the Rams are in field goal range, but the 3 really does nothing for them. They'll still be down by 1 with 3. So you want to see 7. You want to see 7. 2nd and 4. 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. McVay looks locked in on his play calling. Stafford hopefully can shake off that horrible throw. Keep it humming, says Jay. Vanna says Kobe is Kobe.
Stafford says see Los.
But now says is Kobe playing? He is. He's just not getting involved in this offense right now. That's what the Rams should probably look for.
Gonna run it again to Kyren, who is going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he got the first on that one.
I'm kind of okay with pounding the rock right now. Just run the ball right now.
And run to the left. Run to the left side. Let me see Larry Jackson.
Give him a first down.
I will say his knee may have been down right before. I don't like that it's 3rd and 1, but run to the left. Bounce it outside. See if Blake Corum can make something happen. They're probably going to run to Kyren, though. Bounce to the left, please. That'd be nice.
3 if you have to from Mia.
If it was like 3rd and 6 or something, sure. 3rd and 1, you might have to go for it. We'll see if there's a run or not.
Stafford sneaks it for a first down. He's going to pick it up.
It's time to bring out all the stops at this point. This is for your season. You can't let your season end here. Stafford, QB sneak.
I think the Terrence Ferguson loss is a big loss for today, actually, as well.
Yeah. TBD says Carolina has 0 chance versus Seattle in Seattle. I mean, to be honest, they should have 0 chance in this game, and the Rams are giving them a chance.
Who knows if they even have to go to Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
If whoever wins this game, we don't know if they even have to go to Seattle yet. So we have to wait and see. 1st and 10 from the 17.5. I'm going to do an end around again to Puka, going to the left side this time. I'm going to pick up about 5.
Yeah, very physical tackling.
I'm okay with this right now. Just run the ball.
Yeah, no, just
run it.
Very physical tackling here from the Carolina defense, but still Puka able to still be physical, get 4 yards on that one. And yeah, again, Stafford looks a little rattled, looks a little off, not really playing like his MVP self. So, hey, get the ball out of his hands right now. And if it is going to make him throw the football, throw it quick. Do it quick passes. That's what we like to see.
DeJuan saying if we don't score, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad too if we don't score.
They need to score on this drive.
Yes.
7.
Almost 760 people in chat. Stafford, 2nd down, finds Kyren.
Touchdown!
There we go.
Come on.
Take the lead. This is not over yet, though, by any means.
Kyren Williams, touchdown up the middle. Jump cut in. He made me a little nervous when you jump in the air. No reason for him to jump like that. But Stafford drops back. If you're going to make Stafford throw right now, let's just throw it over the middle of the field. Safe passes. And he just shakes and bakes a linebacker. Quick little throw from Stafford. Almost a little sidearm. Unnecessary little jump from Kyren. Hold on to that football, please, next time. But fine. Kyren jumps into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. We can breathe a little bit, Josh. We can breathe a little bit. Just a little bit. I can take a little breath.
Yeah, only a little bit. Let
me take a sip of water.
A little bit. Elijah saying, "Oh yeah, Rams." I agree. Mevis extra point is up, and it is good.
Kyren Williams, great catch, honestly, great throw from Stafford. And if you saw the defender,
one of the best throws of the day.
Defender had his hand up. Stafford had a kind of sidearm around the defender a little bit, but great throw there. And on that drive, Stafford looked okay until that crazy questionable throw up to Puka. But for the most part, up the middle of the field to Devontae Adams. Then he threw down the side to Puka Nacua. Obviously, then Kyren Williams at the middle of the field. Rams offense came alive just a little bit. 32 Blue says incoming Bryce Young masterclass. This is where you write your story if you're Bryce Young. Again, trying to be unbiased here and just call this game like it is. Bryce Young and the Panthers fans are going to say, hey, is he our franchise guy? Prove it right here, right now, and go ahead and win this football game for us. That is what Panthers fans want. Rams fans want to see us stop. Z-Main says, why do we make it harder than it should be? Don't know, but I don't care. Win the football game. That's all that matters. You can fix things next week. Peter says, guys, this also happened last time against the Panthers. Rams scored, then the Rams gave it up. Hope the script is different. I mean, last time we played Seattle, the Rams were up. You score, you go in OT, you score, and you gave up another score and a 2-point conversion. So that is still a concern. So we still need this Rams defense to pick it up here. A nice interception, couple sacks, make something happen is what I want from the defense here.
Yes, Piet saying he wouldn't be worried with Drake May back there. Again, we haven't seen him play a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
I like Drake May. I think Drake May is good. I want to make that clear. But at the same time, when I haven't seen you play in the playoffs, I see a lot of people picking the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. I can't pick someone who's never played a playoff game to win a Super Bowl. I can't do it. Or let alone make a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got to wait and see what he can do first.
Y'all saying Rams D needs to step up. Yeah, they do. They do. This is the drive. This is get a stop here. Get a nice little interception turnover. Yeah, you got to get something.
While we have everybody here in the chat, we're going to do a quick little thank you again one more time just to make sure we get that in. Thank you to Kalshi for sponsoring this live stream. If I can just get to my OBS, my mouse is tripping right now. But thank you to Kalshi for sponsoring this live stream. They are currently sponsors of the Rams Digest channel. If you guys do not have the app yet, go into the link down in the description. Use partner code. Our code is Digest NFL. You guys get $20 when you trade your first $100. Kalshi is the largest prediction market in the entire United States. On their platform, you can trade yes, no on real life events, sports, elections, news, pretty much anything and everything that you guys can think of. And on their platform, I already said that already. And whether you're in California, Texas, or anywhere across the country, maybe Carolina, right? If you're in Carolina watching this game, you guys can also play with Kalshi. Kalshi is live in all 50 states. You can trade on Kalshi right now. And hey, maybe the odds will change for this game and you guys can trade now and then cash out before the game's even over. Kalshi allows you to cash out and close your position whenever you want. Download Kalshi, link in the description. Again, don't forget to use Digest NFL for your code, and you guys get $20 when you trade 100. Go back to some chats here. Thank you guys for listening for me there.
Bill's here from Buffalo for Rams. Thank you, iWorld. We appreciate it. I'm not gonna say what I said about the Bills because you're not gonna like it. But Manuel saying what's going on with Colby and Rico? Yeah, what's going on with Rico?
Don't know.
But my prediction's not going too well right now.
Don't know. Manuel.
Now I don't want it to happen.
For sure. Don't want that to happen anymore. Manuel says, like this video if you think the Rams defense can get another stop. I think so. So I'm going to like
I think so.
The stream myself. 1st and 10, 8:47 to go.
Yes. From the 35, Bryce Young, pressure by Landman. Going to be incomplete. There's a flag. I hope someone on defense didn't jump again.
No, I think it's going to be illegal motion. Bryce Young threw the ball into the turf right away. I think we're going to definitely see.
Villain with a $1.99 donation. Thank you for the donation. Fellas are doing a great job. Respect it. Thank you, Jay Villain.
Yeah, appreciate you, Jay Villain. And it is a flag on the offense for Carolina. Going to be a false start for the offensive lineman. I think that's Cade Mays. So,
yes.
The Rams so far on this drive starting off good. They got to take advantage now, especially after a false start from the offense.
Yeah, they do. They do. Flag was a false start for anybody wondering in chat.
Bryce Young,
you like the Rams, iWorld? Hey, or Little World? No, it is iWorld. Double iWorld. We appreciate it. 1st and 15, now from the 30.
Here we go.
Bryce Young has been a very clutch quarterback throughout his career. Looks finds Jalen Coker once again, our arch nemesis here.
Yeah.
Only going to get a few yards there. Good tackle there by Quentin Lake.
Yeah, about 3 yards on that play. You're going to call it 4. So 2nd and 11 here. Rams have to get off the field. We need one stop, says TBD. Need one stop in all caps. That's all the Rams need. By the way, that first possession looked like Nate Landman came in off the blitz off the middle. He had a little bit of what I was going to say, penetration, I should say. And so we'll see if he can get that happening and get a sack here on Bryce Young. That'll be huge on 2nd and 11.
Yes. Bryce to Jalen Coker again, making a couple people miss, but Coker's not going to get anything. That was a bad play call there from the Panthers.
Yeah, you can't throw the ball to your receiver behind the line of scrimmage, but it's a forward pass. Super weird there. So Coker tried to make something happen, doesn't, ends up losing a yard, maybe even 2 on the play, trying to do some shake and bake action. So they're going to say loss of 2, 3rd and 13 for the Rams. Can we get some defenses in the chat? Maybe put Rams D, put a stop, one more stop, put stop in the chat. 3rd down in the chat. Drop it right now if you want the Rams to get a stop here. Let's go Rams, Floyd says. TD says D. Let's make it happen. 3rd and 13, 7:30 to go. Rams up 3.
All right, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 13. Bryce Young pressured. Oh, he's going deep for Coker.
Oh, incomplete. I mean,
that was a little too close.
No fly zone over here. That was a little bit of a close call. Bryce Young absolutely launches that football down the field. Coker has a little bit of a step on Durant. Catches the football almost. Hits his hands at least. He would have had
maybe I think he kind of should have caught that.
Yeah, he could have.
I think he would have been out of bounds anyway. I think it would have been incomplete because it was a bit of an overthrow. But
yeah,
I do think he's still got to get his hands on that. On that football there.
Peter says exactly what I was thinking. He says every deep pass by the Panthers is a heart attack. That ball went up in the air. I thought we were cooked.
Coker was going to catch that. I am surprised that they didn't go to Ted McMillan, though.
Yeah. Coker's been their guy, though.
Especially against us, he has. Xavier Smith actually muffed that a little bit, but he's able to hold on. I'm going to start from the 19. If the Rams score a touchdown here, I'd feel pretty good.
I feel really good, but I need 7. I need 7
Yeah,
here.
I need 7. I don't want to see 3. We need 7.
No turnover, Stafford. Running backs hold on to that football with 2 arms. Vanel says, where is Rico? Rico Dowdle has been honestly a little bit non-existent in this game, thankfully, for the Rams' perspective, because we've seen him run all over different teams in the past. So thankfully the Panthers aren't really using him too much in this football game for whatever reason.
Yeah, which is quite surprising to me for some selfish reasons, but...
Defense, come on, Rams. Yeah, great 3 and out there from Floyd says. Ruiz, Juan says, let's go. Great job, D. Yep, super great job from them. 7:14 to go in the fourth quarter. 27-24. TD says 9-9-9. Can 9 gets you a 7-point score here? That's the goal for this Rams offense. That's the dream. Stafford, 15 for 31 today. His passer rating has dropped to 77.9.
Oof. As for the Panthers, as for the Rams, going to run it to Kyren. Nope, Corum, who's going to pick up about 5.
I like that outside run with Corum. We've seen that running with the left to the left side as well with Higbee blocking. Jackson, Avila on that left side. You want to run to the left if you're going to run at all. If you're the Rams, 2nd and 6 here. 4-yard gain for Corum. 6:49 to go. I want to see that clock keep ticking down as much as it possibly can in case the Rams can't score 7.
Yeah. At least you got to get something here.
Got to get something.
You got to get, you don't want a field goal to tie the game.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that to be the case. 2nd and 6, Stafford going over the middle to Puka. He gets drilled by 3 defenders and 2 of them are down. So hopefully they're both okay. 1st and 10.
And that's how you want to talk about toughness from a receiver. Puka runs a nice route on J.C. Horn, a great corner in his own right, catches the ball, knows he's going to get hit, gets hit by 3 Panthers defenders, and 2 Panthers defenders stay down. Puka gets up and flexes on him. TD says 12 in the chat. That's how tough number 12 really is. Bloodhound says, ha, ha, ha. Not sure what you're laughing at. Oliver says, you're welcome. Dallas Stars are gone out the playoffs. You're welcome, Los Angeles fans.
How was the team already out of the playoffs in hockey?
Not sure about that.
I'm pretty sure the Dallas Stars are actually like a good hockey team from what I've heard.
Man, well,
I have some friends who are huge hockey fans, so I know a little bit targeting. I don't think that was enough for a targeting.
No, I think
the defenders actually ran into themselves.
Exactly. Manuel says, all right, our defense got us stopped. We need the offense to step up. Yep, 100% agree with you there.
Let's take off some clock. Regardless, I mean, if we get 7, we get 7. But I would still like to take off a couple extra minutes here. Regardless, 3 tight ends in for the game for the Rams. 1st and 10. Another run with Corum staying on his feet. Picks up about 6.5.
I saw a flag. I think I might have seen why. I think there was a defender, offensive blocker, tight end might have chop blocked a little bit. They're gonna call it holding on the offense. Yeah, it was just not the prettiest of blocking moves there, and it looked like there was some holding going on or something there. As you see, I don't know if you see that.
That's not what you want to see. Bills, Yankees, Rangers, Knicks fan there.
Yeah. Dedich just kind of holding on there. It's kind of what I saw. I thought I saw him chop him a little bit, but misread that.
Go LA. I agree, Oliver.
So that's a 10-yard penalty. 1st and 20 for the Rams, but it is 5:50 to go. Clock is continuing to tick. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Ball at the 29-yard line in Rams territory. A lot of work to do here on offense.
Yes, 1st and 20 from the 29. Stafford looking. I will say that pick would not have been on Stafford in my eyes.
Devontae catches the ball almost tipped up. He doesn't know where the ball is, but it's still floating in the air around him, bouncing off his arm or something, ball. And nearly could have been intercepted, potentially. Not intercepted. And like Josh said, not his fault. Mike Jackson, is that his name? Great job getting a hand in there on the Devontae. That's twice. He had a great pass breakup on the legendary Devontae Adams. So he's having himself.
Well, the pick was just an underthrow.
Yeah. But he's having himself a great game.
He is. 2nd and 20. Run it again. It's 2nd and 20. I don't know if you want to risk that. 2nd and 20. Stafford rolling out, finds Corum. Staying on his feet, not going to gain much there. Still going to be 3rd and about 16.
Yeah, Rams running backs got to hold on to that football with 2 hands. You saw these Panthers defenders. They're swiping at the ball every single time. And Corum had it in one hand. He kind of tightened up a little bit as the defender got close. 3rd and 17. Stafford scary, says TBD. Scaring me for sure. That is
Yeah, should have run the ball. I disagree with. I don't think running the ball would have gotten you. Maybe you get 2 or 3 more yards, but at the same time, you're still at 3rd and over 10 there.
Huge play here, 3rd and 17.
Yes.
Stafford, take care of the football, please.
Yes, 3rd and 17. Stafford's got time. Looks to Kyren. That's not going to get the first down.
Yeah, Kyren just tried to get as many yards as he possibly could there. Turned and looked, and it was just the Rams having to settle. That's what happens when you hold, right? That's what happens when you put yourself in 1st and 20. Just happened with the Carolina Panthers themselves, right? False start, 1st and 15. They can't do anything from there, and the Rams unable to make things happen on after 1st and 20. So 4th and 7, the Rams will punt this football away. TD says that's fine. I kind of agree with you there. I'm still scared.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'd much rather this than a turnover.
Exactly.
So, high snap for Evans.
Oh,
that kick was actually blocked.
Blocked.
We do recover it though, I think.
Yeah, the Rams recover it, but it's a blocked punt by the Panthers. My goodness.
Does that count as a fumble recovery?
It does not. It's a blocked punt, and the Rams, the ball is dead. It's Panthers ball where the ball is spotted.
Oh, great.
Ken Wright says
1st and 10, basically at the 30.
Yeah, Ethan Evans, usually a great punter in the special teams.
I don't think this is on Ethan Evans at all. That's just bad blocking.
Yeah, bad blocking for sure. He's usually this punt team is really pretty good at coverage and just
Tanner Engel.
That's Isaiah.
Right. That's Isaiah Simmons, I believe, former Cardinals lottery pick, someone who I actually really liked coming out of Clemson at the time. But
me too. Still got that athleticism, so that's why at special teams I think he's come up clutch there. But
yeah, that was bad blocking. Sean McVay talking to Ben Kotwica there. I
mean, how is there one guy one-on-one coverage on the punt return team? I don't understand that.
I don't think that's on Kotwica. That's fully on Tanner Engel to me.
I mean, one-on-one.
Bryce Young fakes the run, finds Ted McMillan, who gets inside the 15, going to be first down.
This is bad, guys. This is really, really bad.
This is really, really bad.
Oh, God, man, this game.
Now we're actually in deep trouble.
Yeah, quick little throw here from Bryce Young, too. Quick slant to Ted McMillan. It makes it look easy. This Rams defense probably a little deflated after that block punt. So the Rams defense still need you to wake up. Still need you to stop.
Yeah, you had a nice drive. The last drive, defense has to step up big time. I agree.
Holding the 3. Holding the 3.
Holding the 3. Chuba gonna get inside the 10.
Yeah, that line just pushes the defense all the way down. They end up gaining almost 7 on that play. Going to be 2nd down and pretty short here for the Carolina Panthers offense, already threatening to score.
Yep. I mean, they were starting at the 30. So, I mean, they didn't go down the field here. But at the same time, we got to hold them to 3.
Yeah.
Got to hold them to 3. Maybe you bait the Panthers into going for it on a 4th down again.
We'll see.
My God. The group chat's going off. It goes live. Yep. And then someone said, if Carolina loses, is Josh still coming? Maybe not. 2nd and 3.
Oh.
Almost intercepted. That would have been exactly what we needed. Going to be 3rd down and 3 here. If they get a stop here, the Panthers have a real decision to make. You can maybe bait them into going for a 4th down here. Yeah,
and that throw from Bryce Young, that's nearly a mistake there. And that's what he can do, right? He's a young guy.
Layman, if you go up with 2 hands, you probably pick that.
Layman with a tip ball up in the air, and this is the mistakes that you could see a guy like Bryce Young making his first playoff appearance. 3rd and 3, 2:43 to go. Let's get some stops in the chat. Get a stop. We need a stop.
800 people in chat.
Stops in the chat.
Yes.
2:43 to go.
800 people.
3rd and
3. 2:43 to go from the 7. See what they do. Pressure? No way.
No.
Are you kidding me? There's no way. Jalen Coker.
Jalen Coker will be the death of me and maybe this Rams season.
I thought that was a throwaway. I was like, there's no one over there.
But again, the Rams being comfortable having their safeties in one-on-one coverage with Jalen Coker. I don't understand. He's been the guy who's killing you all game long, and actually pretty solid coverage from Curl. But
that was a great ball.
Great ball from Bryce Young fading away. Gets a touchdown pass. He's smiling. I mean, this guy, talk about a franchise quarterback. Bryce Young is having himself a freaking game.
I mean,
I'm just saying. Now you got to give him his credit. He's having a game.
yeah, he's having a better
having
game
a
than
game.
Stafford all of a sudden.
He's having a game.
So the Rams down 4, 31-27, 2:39 to go.
Touchdown, Jalen Coker. Sorry that we didn't commentate that 100%. We're sad here, okay? But touchdown, Jalen Coker. Corner route, one-on-one coverage with the safety Cam Curl. Bryce Young fading back. Has to throw it deep into the corner. Josh even thought it was maybe a throwaway. It was not a throwaway. It was a perfectly thrown football into the palms of Jalen Coker, and he just makes an incredible catch. Great coverage by Curl, if I'm being honest with you. You can't even get mad at that. It's just a great ball.
That was
a great ball
from Bryce Young. I mean, Carolina's one of the best home teams. I said this game was going to be close. I know a lot of people in chat. Josh was predicting the blowout. Yeah. We have almost 850 people here in chat. The Bucks held Bryce Young to 72 yards. Yeah, that is true. The Week 13 final score was 31-28 Panthers. Almost
exactly the same score. And the Rams did exactly what we said they couldn't do in this football game, right? The Rams made mistakes. The Rams didn't play great football. And I don't know if we read this chat from Manuel. He did give a $5 donation earlier. He said, it feels like whoever has the ball last is going to win this game. The Rams will have the ball pretty much last right now with 2:39 to go. Ton of time says for the Rams offense. The Rams got to make a score here.
It is. I don't want to get 3. I don't want to go into overtime.
We're down by 4.
Well, yes, we are down by 4. That never happened.
Darius says this is insane. Yeah.
Darius is all of a sudden back in chat.
He's nervous as a Panthers fan. Darius from Digest Media. Appreciate you for tuning in to this one. Ronnie Rivers with a decent return here. So 2:34 to go. Fourth quarter. Matthew Stafford. He's done this before, but he's not played a perfect game in this honestly, since the first quarter, not played well at all. So Matthew Stafford, can he make it happen? 2:34 to go. This is your chance to take care of all the mistakes you just had in this football game and somehow come out on top. 3 timeouts, 2:39. Says, let's see what the Rams can do here.
This is MVP. This is MVP.
Show the world. Show the world.
Mace finally got the day off to watch a game. Feeling a bad headache coming on. Yeah, sorry, Mace.
Show the world.
1st and 10 from the 29 to Puka. I think that was tipped.
It was.
Puka catches it. You don't have to rush yet.
And this happened last time, by the way. A lot of tip balls, line of scrimmage. Stafford needs to make sure he throws that ball over the line. Darius says, insane finish, fellas. And then he also said, I told you I only speak when it looks good. Yeah, 100% hear you there on that.
Yeah. 2nd and 3. Devontae just goes down there at the 46 to the left side.
Gonna be 2-minute warning.
Some nice chunk yards early here. They do have time to run the football, though.
Yeah, gonna be 2-minute warning here. So the Rams gonna have the ball at about the 46, 7, 8 yard line or so. And so they'll have the ball right at about that 50, trying to cross and get 7. Yes. Rams score 7, they could win this football game. You gotta get in the end zone.
Yes, if the Rams score 7, the Panthers still have time to hold on to the timeouts for right now. They don't have to call anything just yet.
Oliver says, give us overtime referees. It's not possible for the Rams to go to OT. Not really, unless they score 7 and somehow give up a 3 from Carolina. But I don't know. There's not much time left in that scenario. TD says, a good start.
I don't want them to score. It's crazy. Like, if they were to score next play, I'd be happy we have the lead. But then you would give the Panthers almost 2 minutes and 3 timeouts to only need 3 to go in overtime.
I will say this as well. And you know, for right now, the Rams 2-minute warning have a chance to win this football game. If they win, great. But even if you win this football game, you come out of it, what is terrifying me is this defense. They have yet to wake up. And I thought maybe last year we saw it happen where they were an okay, solid defense, and all of a sudden, bang, 9 sacks on Sam Darnold. This defense woke up and showed that they're dominant. They did not wake up in this football game. They did not wake up in this game.
They did in the first quarter and a half. And then after that, they just decided, nope, we're up 10. This game's over. No,
it's not.
Wouldn't that be so cool if Stafford, if Adams scored the winning touchdown? It would be.
It would be, but let's get there first.
TBD saying it was a good run with Stafford. The game has not ended yet, TBD.
Andres says, I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
I agree. I think we can win too.
Go hit that chant down below. Vanel says, what happens to Colby? Colby Parkinson is in the game. It's just Tyler Higbee's also there. Davis Allen's also there.
I'd like to see us use some more tight ends.
Yeah, they're not getting involved. That's what's interesting.
What are we doing?
Ex-Hawk Mike Jackson might get his. LOL. Yeah, I mean,
he already did.
He's been getting his so far, and so we're hoping that doesn't happen. Marky Mark says Panthers are good at shootouts, but yeah,
they are. Surprisingly, they are. But they also have 5 games that didn't score 10 points.
Randy says Rams are buns. Okay, from the trio, because it's a couple of my friends that are hating on the group chat now, hating in the chat.
At least
here.
my friends aren't in chat yet.
That's funny.
I'm sure they will be. If we lose, I'm sure they're going to be in chat. And if we lose, do I still go to the watch party?
Greg says they got outplayed. They have been outplayed in many facets in this football game. They still have a chance to win, and that's what's golden right here for them. But now says, did they take Kobe out? No, he's been in the mix.
Yeah, he had one nice one-handed catch, and that's about it.
Yeah.
2 minutes left to set the stage. 2 minutes left. Down 4 from the 46 in their own territory. 3 timeouts. Panthers have 3 timeouts. Panthers trying to win their first playoff game since their Super Bowl year 10 years ago.
Yeah, James says this is embarrassing. I agree, but let's see if the Rams can make it a little bit less embarrassing by just winning the game.
Yes. 1st and 10. 46. Stafford looking to pass. Going to find Devontae again. Devontae trying to break some tackles. Not going to. Going to be 2nd down and 4 crossing into Panthers territory again. I'd like to see some runs. We have time to run the ball.
1:45 to go. 3 timeouts. 2nd and 4. We'll see if we can see a run here.
Stafford. Waiting. Looking to pass. Finds Puka over the middle of the field. Down inside the 30. Love to see that, as you don't need to take a timeout yet. You can kind of walk your way up to the line.
Yeah, agreed there. The Rams kind of going to walk their way up the line, but I want them to kind of hurry up just a little bit. Ball's going to be at about the 34-yard line or so. So
I think they're inside the 30.
In Panthers territory. I think he just crossed the 40, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, they're in the 30.
They're at the 30.
At the 30.
Stafford.
Oh,
Devontae with the drop. That's okay. The clock stops.
Stops the clock,
but
fine. Would have liked that.
TD says that catch, but the clock does stop, so you're not going to lose time here.
TD says 12. Yah says at the 35. They're at the 30 right now currently.
We have 900 people in chat.
Yeah, make sure you guys like the stream if you haven't liked it just yet.
Subscribe.
Even if you hate us and you want the Rams to lose. But if you're a Rams fan, you think this is Rams house, drop Rams house right now in the chat.
Yes.
Rams got 1:04 to go in this football game. Ball at the 30-yard line, 2nd and 10. Down by 4.
All 3 timeouts.
You need a touchdown here to win.
Yes. Stafford takes a snap on 2nd down. Finds Xavier Smith. Nope, that's Kanade Mumpfield, actually, who gets the 1st down. The rookie getting involved. Like to see that. And for the Rams, maybe you take your first time out here.
They don't look interested in that. 49 seconds. The clock is ticking. Stafford's already at the line.
Yeah, I'd like to see a snap here. Now they're inside the 20. This is where scoring. Stafford trying to go for it all.
Parkinson.
Let's see.
Colby Parkinson touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
38. We'll see if he's. Well, we're gonna see a review.
We gotta see a replay.
No matter what, it's gonna be a catch and 1st and goal.
They kept asking.
We'll see if he got in.
They kept asking.
No matter what, the Rams are gonna have 1st and goal.
They kept asking, "Where's Colby Parkinson?" He's there.
Let's see.
Hand in his face, makes the catch clearly, and that's a touchdown, Rams.
That is a touchdown.
Touchdown, Colby Parkinson. Oh my goodness.
Now defense.
That's Trevon Merrick, by the way. A pretty good safety and coverage. Hand all in his face, but Colby Parkinson, too big, too strong. Touchdown, Rams. Yah says, what a catch, TD. And Manuel says Kobe. Greg says TD. Payne says McVay the GOAT. That's crazy how it's changed.
Why was everyone hating on McVay earlier?
It's crazy how it's changed.
Does need to make this, though.
Harrison Memphis kick is up. Kick is good. So 38 seconds. The Panthers have all 3 timeouts. As much as this game has been embarrassing, this game has been frustrating, this game has been not fun to watch at times, the Rams, with 38 seconds, have a chance to win this football game. Peter says it, though, but there's so much time left, and there truly is so much time left. When we're talking about how this defense has played, I think that's the correct thing to say. There is so much time left, but we'll have to wait and see if this defense can just give me one. I just need one. If you're a Rams fan, drop it in the chat. Rams fans in the chat. Whose house? Rams house. Drop it in the chat.
We're waiting for Colby. He came through now. Defense. I don't want to go to overtime.
Can't go in overtime.
If they're trying a 60-yard field goal, fine. They can try a 60-yard. If they make a 60-yard field goal, fair. But I don't want to have them be where it's a 35-yard field goal to force overtime. I don't want that.
Rob
Defense.
says, damn, boys. Yep, that's how I'm feeling. Lake says, defense, defense, defense. TBD says, Rams house, question mark. That's whose house this is, TBD. You've been here all season long. You know it. Defense says TBD. TD says, Rams house. D. Augustine says, another ex-Hawk making plays.
They're switching. They're bringing Harrison Mevis back out to hold.
I guess it might be a little windy out there in Carolina.
Special teams first. Make sure. Let's not give up anything crazy here. It's going to be in the return zone.
About the 20, 25, 30.
Can't bring him down yet, but he goes out of bounds.
About the 28-yard line.
Manuel, can't believe this is my lifetime. I will be chanting Colby. Kobe right now, maybe.
Yeah.
$4.99 donation. Thank you so much, Manuel. Over 900 people still in chat.
Yeah.
Defense.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate you. And by the way, if I sound crisp and clean, let me give him one more shout out. Shout out to Manuel, who not only is donating in the chat, he gifted me my microphone that I'm speaking on here. So if you guys like that, W's in the chat for Manuel. 32 seconds now for the Panthers.
32 seconds. 3 timeouts from the 28-yard line.
Come on, defense. Drop your defense in the chat.
Yes. Panthers only need a field goal to tie. Touchdown wins. Bryce Young moves and almost intercepted. 25 seconds left to go. Stops the clock for the Panthers. They still have all 3 timeouts, but that is not the way you wanted to start.
Byron Young.
If Bryce Young leads them down on this drive, this is a franchise quarterback.
Byron Young draped all over him, and Jared Verse hits him a little late as well. Kind of scary there. Going to be careful with the quarterback. Don't want to get any unnecessary penalties, but no penalty there. That was a clean hit.
No penalty. 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2 more plays. 2 more plays, and the Rams win this game. 2nd and 10.
Jared Verse.
Pressured again.
Puna
gets out of it. Bryce Young wanting to throw and just throws to nothing. Going to be 3rd down and 10. Again, 2 more plays, and the Rams win this game.
Get your defense in the chat. Whose house? Rams house. D's in the chat. Defense need a sack here, TBD says. 3rd and 10. Get the defense in the chat going. Like the stream if you haven't liked it already. 17 seconds left. 3 timeouts. Yes. I'm not breathing still. I'm so nervous. No, Rams still got to end this game.
4th and 10, I'm going to feel pretty good.
Now, Rams.
Still on 3rd and 10. I'm definitely not saying anything yet because the Panthers have 3 timeouts. The Rams have 3 timeouts. 2 more stops. The Panthers will be the only team to use 1. Panthers 3rd and 10. Bryce Young has to let it go. It's going to be incomplete once again. Going to be 4th and 10. If the Panthers do not convert, the Rams will win this game. Almost 1,000 people in chat.
Like the stream.
So much for the support.
Like the stream if you haven't liked already.
Make sure to like the stream and subscribe right now for anyone who is new. 12 seconds to 4th down from Peter.
Yeah, this
one play to make 10. Yeah, they got 1 play.
What a way to start this playoff run, right? 12 seconds to go. The game is not over till I see zeros on the clock. 4th and 10. Fist bump up for McVay as he calls his first timeout.
Yeah, Rams calling a timeout here. You want to set your defense. Make sure you're set for anything.
Make sure they get a little bit of water in them and let them know. 1 more play. 1 more stop. All you need is 1. D's in the chat. Get your defense in the chat right now. Whose house? Rams house. 1 more stop. Make it happen. X says, please, for the love of God, no penalties. Please. Agree with you there. Puka Nacua will win us the game. It was great drive all around. Stafford, hey, give him some MVP chance on that one as well. Stafford did make things happen on that drive.
Shut up on that final drive. Let's say that.
Vintage Stafford.
Donation from Ken. Thank you so much, Ken.
Yeah, Ken, appreciate you so much. We can't like it for some reason, but thank you so much, Ken. Really appreciate it.
I can't either.
Here we go.
4th and 10, though, from the 28.
This is the game.
Bryce Young, pressured, gets the ball out.
Oh!
It's incomplete. He dropped it, and that's going to be game. Quentin Lake in coverage, and the Rams are going to come away with the W. Probably should have caught that. That was actually a good ball there from Bryce Young.
Good ball from Young. Number 15 running across the field on Quentin Lake in coverage. Ball's there at the knees, but needs to make that catch in this moment. Horn Jr.
Former Colorado receiver Jimmy Horn Jr.
doesn't make the catch.
Can't get that to go.
And
that's a drop. Badly timed Drop.
Peter says, now that's a drop. And yes, Manuel says we won. I think they have a couple timeouts still, but either way.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We're just
W's in the chat. W's in the chat. The Rams caught a W here, and it was not pretty. They don't look like the Super Bowl favorites. We don't care what you say in the media. We don't care if you think we look good or not. The Rams get a W. They get a W. That's all that matters, and they will move on past the wild card round. And you could say what you want about how they played, and you could say what you want about how they had our heart beating, like May says. Talk about your heart beating hella fast. It was a crazy game, but this is the playoffs. Like Josh said, this is the playoffs. Say what you want, but the Rams got the win. W's in the chat. Mark it down right now in the chat if you're still here. Like the stream if you liked what you see. The Rams get a W. Much needed. I can breathe, Josh. I can breathe.
I will say, give the credit to the Panthers, man. They did not lay down.
I mean, and let's be real. Like truthfully, a lot of people probably would have thought the Rams would win this game by quite a bit. And I think the reason why the Rams, now people are saying the Rams don't look that good, is because you had a close game versus the Panthers. But like you said, give the Panthers a little bit of credit. They came into this game at home and said, we got a chance. And they believed it, and they made good adjustments, and they made good plays. They played physical defense. All of that is true, and the Rams overcame it all. And that's the biggest thing. You're going to get a lot of trolls in here, like Mech says. Get the trolls out of here. We'll let them be in here just for the engagement. But the biggest thing is the Rams overcame all of it. And that's what's crazy, right? To really think about it. The Rams overcame a horrific game. This game was so bad on so many levels for the Rams, and they overcame all of it. And it doesn't matter what happened in this football game, because if they look like they looked in the first quarter for 4 quarters versus whoever you play next week, then all of a sudden you look like a really good team again. And that's what the Rams need to find their magic next week. They have a whole week to prepare for the next matchup.
They do. They do. We'll see who it is. It could be San Francisco, could be Seattle, could be Chicago, could be Philly. Depends on so many different things. We have to wait and see who ends up being. Darius just said, GG, fellows, that was close and fun. Excited for the Panthers' future. And I agree, Darius. I do think the Panthers have a bright future.
And it's still a W for the Panthers mentally, right? For their franchise.
Because they did not.
You hosted a playoff game.
They did not lay down.
You hosted a playoff game. I do want to give a shout to Yao real quick. He says, thanks, guys. You're entertaining. Appreciate you, Yao. I think it's the first time you're in the chat.
With a $20 donation. Great game. In the playoffs, an ugly win is still a win. Always hard on the road. Onward and upward.
Yeah.
Thank you, TBD. But I believe 2 minutes ago, you just said it was a great time with Stafford in LA, and that his time in LA was over. So,
no, TBD, I really appreciate your support again. We love the fun banter. We know you're not a Rams fan, but you keep coming back, and that means a lot to us because it means that you are obviously just a true supporter of what me and Josh do here on the channel. And you're always donating and stuff. We really appreciate that. Never necessary to donate. We'll chat with you all day regardless, but really appreciate you for that donation, TBD. Shout out to the Ravens. We all feel sad for them. A little bit kind of funny to poke fun at you a little bit for that, but shout out to the Ravens for doing their thing and obviously moving up on and upwards. We'll see after moving on from Harbaugh. We'll see if that is a positive for them or not. Andres says, love my team. Go Rams. Go Rams for sure. Come out wherever you are, trolls. Yeah, where the trolls at? You want to say the Rams aren't a Super Bowl team? It is what it is. They won the game. That's all that matters in football, right? If they're holding up that
in the playoffs, especially.
If you're holding up that Lombardi trophy when it's all said and done, you're gonna call us not a Super Bowl team still because they didn't play good. Who cares? Rams win. The Rams win. Becca says yes. Whose house? Rams house.
Rams house.
I'm freaking numb.
Look at the stats here from the game. Final game, the stats. Let's get into this. The Rams, Stafford was 24 for 42, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 304 yards, 295 net yards because of the sack. For rushing, Kyren 13 for 57, Blake Corum 11 for 45, Puka 3 for 14. The Rams had 116 rushing yards. Puka 10 catches, 111 yards and a touchdown. Devontae ended up with 5 for 72. Higbee 2 for 45, Parkinson 2 for 34 and a touchdown. Kyren 2 for 18 and a touchdown. Blake Corum 2 for 13. Mumpfield 1 for 11. Troy Reader with the fumble recovery. Kobe Durant with the pick. 2 sacks on the day for Fisk and Ford. Cam Curl and Nate Landman each had 10 tackles to lead the day. For the Panthers, Bryce Young 21 for 40, 264 yards, touchdown and a pick, 250 yards with sacks included. Chuba Hubbard 13 carries, 46 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bryce Young, 3 for 24 and a touchdown. Rico Dowdle, 5 for 9 yards. Not great. Trevor Etienne, 1 for 4. Receiving, Jalen Coker, again, just dominated us. 9 catches, 134 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Tat McMillan, 5 for 81. Tommy Tremble, 3 for 22. Chuba Hubbard, 2 for 13. Xavier Legette, 1 for 8. Rico Dowdle, 1 for 6.
And real quick, TBD, I want to make sure I know you know that I hear you and see you. Josh, don't mean to interrupt you, but TBD dropped another $5 donation on top of his $20 donation. He says, you guys are the best. Remember, I'm from the OC. We'll be cheering for the Chargers, LA versus LA Super Bowl. Hey, TBD, I would love to root for that as well. Never a Chargers fan. I can never be a fan of a team that's sitting in the parking lot. I've seen this with my own eyes. Sitting in the parking lot giving San Diego chants. Because obviously the San Diego Chargers were such a.
Well, they should never have left San Diego.
They should never left.
Fan base down there.
They should have never left, and that's the thing that if you're chanting anything about San Diego, or if you walk in front of me and you have a Chargers jersey with an SD on your hat, remember it's Dodgers City, baby. So I cannot see that San Diego Padres hat on your head and root for your team. But I will say, for all you Chargers fans out there, let's go Bolts up, baby. I do not want Drake May to win a playoff game. Stafford wins his, Drake May loses his. Then we can finally say, can we please shut up about the MVP? It's going to be Stafford, regardless of what happens in the playoffs, because that has no effect on MVP. Stafford's winning, I think, regardless. But I don't want to hear any more jibber jabber about it. Drake May lose in round 1, and we can move on from that MVP conversation.
What if the Patriots lose, but Drake May has a great game?
I don't care. I'll still make fun of him for losing. That's how football.
What if he has 300 yards and 4 touchdowns?
That's how football smack talk works. You lost. What are you going to say? A Patriots fan comes to me and says, but Drake May had a good game. L. You take an L. Go home. Yeah, you still go sit on the couch.
I wouldn't blame the loss on Drake May.
No. Yeah, and I think you're right. I think when I'm talking about real football talk, of course, I agree with you, Josh. But I got to make fun of Patriots fans, man. They're in my group chat right now, still popping out, texting me.
You have a lot. I have like one Patriots fan friend. That's it.
There's a lot of Patriots fans out here in Los Angeles, man. Really? It's tough.
Keith with a $1.99 donation. He almost got swept by the Panthers.
Almost. Key note. Almost.
Keyword. Am I impressed with how he played today?
No.
Am I impressed with the last drive offensively and defensively?
Yeah.
Yes.
They played pretty good.
The last drive I thought was great.
Yeah.
Again, the Rams need to play better against whoever they play next, so it's going to be an overall better team.
Yeah. 100%.
Panthers, so
no ifs, ands, or buts.
Play better, and you're most likely going to be in a colder city.
But here's what's great. Here's what's great about all that you just said. Game starts 0-0, right? So it doesn't matter how you played in today's game. You start the next game 0-0. Let's go through some of these chats here. Michael says, if Panthers didn't take a bribe and stop blitzing, it would have been a bloodbath. Okay, I don't know about that one. Jerome says, Rams house. Becca says, I'm cooking dinner. What you cooking, Becca? I want to know because I'm hungry.
I'm going out to...
I got to grab some food after this.
I'm going out to a sports bar, for this watch. I will be going to the watch party now that we won.
With a smile on your face, by the way.
Chat is saying lucky. Yep, my group chat is pretty much mimicking the chat right now. There's a lot of Niners fans. I have a lot of Packers fan friends too, for whatever reason. So it's going to be pretty much all Niners and Packers fans at this watch party. And one Giants fan, so they're just there to have fun. But
well, it should be a fun one tonight, by the way. Put your predictions in the chat. Who do you guys got in tonight's game? It's Chicago,
I have
Green Bay, right?
Personally.
Yeah. Me too. I do have the Bears as well on my bracket, so we'll see how that looks. Let's see what else we got here.
Puka did save the game by not giving up the INT. He did. He really did. Puka might have made the best defensive play of the game for the Rams.
If you talk smack,
choking since 1995, bunch of losers. Them and Dallas.
The
Niners have at least made 2 Super Bowls or 3. Dallas hasn't.
If you're a Niners fan, you talk smack in the chat. TBD will come out and say something about it. He is not a fan of the Niners. TBD says Niners choking since 95. Whether you want to say the Cowboys choke too or the Niners choke too, I don't really care. They all choke since the 90s.
Way more so than the Niners.
I mean, I think if you're the Niners too, though, it's pretty bad, right? When you're like sitting there and you have chances to win and you're there in the bowl, actually, in the NFC Championship games, and you still lose, that hurts too, though, I think. But
at least they're in there.
I'm not even comparing both. Who cares about both? I'm just sitting here saying.
TD saying want Packers gives us a home game. Well, the Niners have to win to give us a home game too.
Yeah.
But if the Packers win, no matter what, they will play Seattle no matter who wins in the Niners-Eagles game.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of really want the Packers to win as well, just for a chance at the Rams to potentially have a home game. That'd be pretty sick to see. Peter says, don't mind being lucky all the way to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, you win. Doesn't matter. Josh, now you can hit that party. Yes, for sure he can, and he will. And I'll have some fun.
I'll have fun. I'll have some fun. I can kind of watch stress-free.
Yeah, 100%.
I kind of want to see their game be a nail-biter too, so my Packers fan friends can just be sweating the whole game. Keith with another $4 donation. Thank you, Keith. Says, May for MVP. At least he did beat all those weak teams on their schedule. Stafford lost to the Falcons and Panthers, inexcusable. Drake May lost to the Raiders. So, I mean, we can do the same thing here.
The literal worst team in the league, by the way. Yes. And by the way, all of the wins, a bunch
Panthers
of
made
wins.
The playoffs, so I don't want to hear losing to the Panthers.
And a bunch of wins for the Patriots were pretty weak ones. And TBD says Cowboys choking since '96.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Niners choking since the '90s.
I think the Cowboys fans might be one of the worst fan bases in all sports.
I think Philly is up there for me as like
Philly's worse
no one's
to me
even close.
Because of But the Cowboys, I will give them credit because they think every year they can win.
I know some Cowboys fans, and I think a lot of them now are a little more, and maybe there's some that are loud about being positive, but a lot of them are more like, we suck and we know.
Yeah, a lot of them this year. I have one Cowboys fan friend, and a lot of them were saying that this year that they knew it wasn't their year. Yeah. And then they went on that win streak, and then that changed.
That's the thing. Is like they have the highs of like when they might have a chance, and all of a sudden,
honestly, they kind of did have a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that defense was atrocious. That's probably the worst defense I've ever seen. By the way, that's an atrocious.
Oh,
defense.
Bengals was worse.
They're pretty close. Joe
Burrow had multiple games scoring 40 points. Joe Flacco threw 470 yards and put up 40 points and lost.
Cowboys defense was so bad they traded for a player on the Bengals defense. That's how bad the Cowboys defense was.
That's actually Well, Logan Wilson's good. Logan Wilson wasn't the reason why the Bengals defense was bad.
I'm gonna rewatch this game again tonight. Yeah, I do coffee. I hear you on that. It's not gonna be pretty at times, but knowing the outcome makes you feel better as Kyren is running through first win in the playoffs on the road since 2021, the Super Bowl run for the Rams, by the way. So the Rams obviously winning.
So maybe that's the Super Bowl run. Them winning on the road here.
Feeling good about that for sure.
The 1963 LAD here at my local bar, and the pop-off was crazy. Hey, fair.
Yeah.
That was saying Niners and Cowboys fans are so bandwagon. Niner fans disagree. Keith saying for $4.99, thank you, Keith. Niners fans have been choking for 30 years and still have more rings than the Cardinals, Rams, and Seahawks combined.
Catch up, says at least.
Okay, that's like the Patriots saying we have more rings than anyone, but you haven't been good until this year for like 5 straight years.
You can't use that logic against other teams though, and then like if like a Cowboys fan's talking to you, for example, and you're like, no, that's old stuff, doesn't matter. Like it's like then you can't keep that logic going forever. You know, you really it just doesn't work that way. But sure, if that makes you feel good, that makes you feel good. Then go ahead.
Make sure everyone to stay tuned for this week. We're gonna have all the coverage. We're gonna do post game first, and then after the wild card round ends tomorrow, we're going to start having playoff preview of round 2 versus whoever our opponent is.
Yeah, Vinny says Rams house. Yes, sir. Rams house it is. And Josh is going to get ready to go to his party shortly, and I'm going to get ready to eat some dinner and relax a bit after that nice win, watch some football tonight. By the way, what time is that game? Is it 5? Is it coming up shortly?
Right now? It starts like now.
All right, cool. So we'll definitely get ready to watch that. But appreciate all of you guys for tuning in to the stream. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it. Remember, as we end the stream, sorry to end with this, but I do want to say thank you to Kalshi for sponsoring this live stream. If you guys didn't get this earlier, make sure you guys download Kalshi before you go. Download it using the link below in the description. Use code DIGESTNFL, and you guys will get $20 when you trade with your first 100. You can go ahead and stack up a bunch of playoff games, and you can predict who you think is going to win. Trade on Kalshi. Download the link. Use Digest NFL, and you guys will get some free money, and then maybe get a chance to win some more money if you're correct on your pick. So thank you to Kalshi for sponsoring our channel, sponsoring our videos, and our live stream today. Want to make sure I get that shout out one more time before we head out of here. And yeah, not too many Panthers fans this time around in the chat. Last time the Panthers won, we had a whole lot of Panthers fans dropped in the chat. TD says, I'm totally wiped. Yeah, I might even lay it down a bit and just, take a little bit of a snooze.
Yeah, that was,
because this game was very, very stressful. But overall, had a great time with all of you guys. Thank you to everyone, every single one who donated. Appreciate you guys so much for your support. Thank you for chatting. Even if you didn't donate, you just came in and dropped a chat, dropped a like. Really appreciate all of your support, because we don't do this unless you guys are here in the chat watching with us. Anything else you want to add, Josh, before we head out?
Thank you so much to everyone watching in chat. Thank you, Wilbur. See you soon. Great stream. We'll be live next week, either Saturday or Sunday, depending on when our divisional game will be. Actually, I'll check ESPN real quick to see if maybe they already have us slotted in for a time. They do not yet.
Yeah.
So no, I do not know when that game will be yet, but thank you so much to everyone. Make sure like the stream, subscribe. Hopefully you all had fun. Panthers fans should not be ashamed. Panthers played great from Peter. Yeah, I agree. You guys shouldn't let it get that close. I also agree. Appreciate you both bring on the divisional. Appreciate you, TD, as well. You're always in chat. And thank you so much.
We'll see you guys all week.
We had fun. A good stream. A good win. Close win. 34-31 Rams on to the divisional round. Stay tuned for our long form and short form content coming this week and next stream next week. Thank you all once again.
Yes, thank you guys again. Appreciate it. And that's going to do it for us. We'll catch you guys throughout the week and next week on the live. We're out.
Enjoy Wildcard Weekend.
Yes. All right. YouTube stream is